I got a bad feeling about this.
They say Larry is a vibe, like my nigga Ray. I be cool and I get high. I roll bigger J. Sipping drink on some gin and chase with lemonade. Getting faded in the days.
What is good, Vibe Gang? It is your boy Ray here with another one. I appreciate everybody showing up. Please share the live. Get as much people as you guys can out here. Please, 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 please. Now, I'm gonna bring up my man KINGDOTTA in a minute, but I'm gonna let KINGDOTTA explain what we're doing here. This is not gonna be a normal Dono reaction. This is gonna be me and him. This is me and him just having a conversation, talking about music, talking about a whole bunch of different type of things. And also listening to some of KINGDOTTA's music and some other people's music for the hour that we got, because we're in a time crunch. So we gonna chill, and without any further ado, I'm bringing my man up right now, King motherfucking Dotta.
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's good? What up, Ray? What up?
What is poppin', my guy?
Man, trying to live, man. Trying to stay positive as an HIV patient out here, man. You know,
positive like an HIV. That's what's up.
you know. But yeah, man. Other than that, you know, hardships, shit like that, you know. Shit that'll test somebody's mental. But yeah,
Yo, but you know, man, we become stronger because of the fucking shit. We become stronger when we go through the bullshit that we go through from time to time. So
facts.
I mean, it's very hard to see it when it's happening. It's like difficult to have that point of view when you're actually going through the hardship. Because since you're seeing nothing but negative come at your way every corner, every fucking way you turn, we gotta know how to fight that and combat that. Because if we let that shit fucking live in our heads, it could do more damage in the long run than what it's doing to you at the current moment. So the reason why I wanted to do this was not so I could blur out your business out like that, but more to, I'm silent. Hold on, give me a second. Let me.
Listen, I can hear you.
I did bring my volume down because of. How about now? Do I sound better? Can you hear me better? All right, yeah, they hear me. All right, so the main reason why I wanted to do this was because, as a community, as people that I look as peers and everything, my beliefs has always been, always help the next person. Always help somebody that you consider your brother in God, somebody that you consider, the realest dude that you know. So that's how I was raised. So it didn't matter any of that bullshit. It was, if I see one of my brothers struggling, my job as an Afro-Dominican, as a brother that goes through the same struggles that you go through, a brother that's seen the same shit that you've seen, is to have your back 110%. And I know you don't have to get personal about everything that's going on there, but let these guys know like what really is the main thing that is bothering you, that is getting in your way. I know the car thing, that's the biggest situation in the world that you got, especially in the middle of doing all your real life shit. When your car breaks down, it's the most horriblest fucking thing that you could go through, especially if you live in an area where you need a car to travel. Yeah. Not like in New York, if your car fucks up in New York, you got trains, you got buses, you got taxi, you got everything that runs 24/7 out there. So where you at, it's a little bit more difficult because you need a car.
Yeah, everything far away from everything out here. Yeah, it started with, what I'm saying, I'll try to paraphrase the situation. a couple weeks ago, I do a live show called Pass the Ox, and I did one about 2 weeks ago, maybe 2.5 weeks ago, something like that. And while I was on it, I noticed the car was making a weird ass noise. So I'm sitting here like, I'm like, okay, it's probably the oil change. It told me, you know how you go get your oil change, they put the sticker up there for when the next time you should get it, yada yada. It said my next one was October 27th. So I was like, okay, maybe it's off. Maybe maybe it's the 33,000 miles or whatever the fuck beforehand. And I was like, so let me go get this motherfucker fixed. This will probably fix the issue. Nah, it got worse. It got worse in the days coming. Ended up trying to head to work, and that motherfucker just basically you could smell it burning. It went from the burning smell to not even working at all. And with you know what I'm saying, with me, I got kids, I got the gig and all of that shit. And like you said, it's hard as fuck when shit ain't just right down the street from you. You know what I'm saying? Like it call it, like, without the whip, if I'm taking Uber, it's $30 a day to get to and from work. You know what I'm saying? And that's not, and that's on top of, feeding kids. That's on top of just daily shit, everyday shit. You know what I'm saying? Keeping a roof over your motherfucking head. So it was a thing, and it was fucked up because at that very same time I lost the channel. The channel went. I got a copyright strike, so I was hushed for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even get on and try to promote some artist or anything to try to supplement something. Like I was legit ass out, and with niggas get paid once every 2 weeks. Shit, my 2 weeks is only halfway there, so shit is like all bad. Right. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know what I'm saying, the nigga alive and shit. It's people that showing love, and that's a dope ass motherfucking thing. So again, I thank you for allowing me on this motherfucker so we can talk music and you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know what it is, brother. It's always love at this end of the YouTube sphere.
Yeah, YouTube sphere, yeah.
Whether me and you agree on a lot of things, and whether you and me don't agree on a lot of things, that is irrelevant. That's just good conversation to have. But at the end of the day, you are my brother in Christ, and ever since I gave my life to God when I got sober, I didn't know what the fuck was my reason to be here. Like I went through a lot of depression and shit like that, and when I started doing YouTube, slowly, and like it doesn't happen right away. People think that when you find something that you love to do, it just happens like that, and sometimes it doesn't do it that way. Sometimes you have to work at it, and then slowly build yourself up and see where you at, and then you could come with a good realization of, okay, this is what I'm meant to do. Because just because you tried something and you liked it doesn't mean that's what you're meant to do here. It's just you have to be a little bit more open-minded in okay, why am I good at doing this? And then I realized to myself, especially following politics and following everything that's going on in the world, in our country, I started to realize more like we need God in this world more than anything fucking else. And people are just not having that conversation. So instead of me talking about it, I say, you know what? I want to be about it. I want to be that person that can help somebody else out. And you guys make it so easy because you guys are always 100 with me. You guys are always has my back in the midst of me trying to grow my channel and the work that I'm putting in. You guys have been there. Yeah, go Ray, go. Go, Ray, go. Yeah, do this shit. Hurry up. Yeah, you're going to blow. You're going to get to this point. And in the beginning, I'm not going to lie, I was ignorant in think the way I was thinking back then, because I was just like, oh, no, they're just saying that. They don't really mean that. But to see you guys still have my back even after all this, where I'm at right now, It's like now I'm in a position where I could try to do something to try to help you guys out 100%, and try to get you guys some, in a position where you have this fan base that will support you to the point where you won't have to worry about a check, and you don't have to worry about your car breaking down. You don't have to worry about any of that shit. So, I truly, truly in my heart believe God put me in this position to do that. To show, because we get a lot of people, and I know the persona of hip hop and rap and everything. You got to be this tough guy. Fuck you, fuck your mother, fuck everybody else. Yada yada yada. You can talk all that shit you want, but at the end of the day, if you ain't got no morals, you ain't got no respect, and you ain't got no pride, you ain't gonna be doing very well in the future. That shit might work right now for you, but in the future, you need to start thinking about more broad. Like what is your brand? Do you want your brand to go down to generation to generation to generation? Do you want your kids to eat off of what you're trying to do right now? That's the main fucking goal.
Facts.
Point fucking blank. And also teach our kids how to work harder, and shit's not just gonna be given to you. You need to bust your ass and you need to go get that shit. Because it's not gonna be given to you. You can bitch and complain all you want. At the end of the fucking day, I believe that everybody that I'm affiliated with in this whole YouTube thing, and everybody that I respect, and everybody that I watch and support, I believe that we all have the same end goal. And it's just complete unity, no matter what race, color, religion, belief, anything you want to put in there. And being able to actually enjoy the music and enjoy for what it is. It's true lyricism of art. It's poetry coming from a person telling you their story. You could try to put it in a whole debate situation, who's better and top 5 and all this other shit. But at the core of it, these are people that are telling you their lives through lyricism and good fucking music.
Good, bad, or ugly.
And it just baffles me when I see people showing so much disrespect to hip hop because of what hip hop is literally representing right now. Like we were from the era of hustlers. We were from the eras of the hustlers. This is the era of the user. This is the era of the user. This is the era of me. I'm worried about me, and that's it. And I don't give a fuck about nobody else's bullshit. I'm just worried about myself. There's the most selfish generation that we've been in. But when I'm in YouTube and I see people like you, like Aries, like Larry, like Reese, like Jorge, like these people, and I'm just like, oh, good people do fucking exist still.
Right.
My mentality was just like, it didn't exist at all anymore. That shit was out the fucking window. And it's just like, we here to help each other out, brother. We're here to help each other out, and that's just the bottom line of it.
Right, that's real shit. And like you said, with hip hop will lead to a lot of, misconceptions. Like, to me, like I look at and I can just speak for me because I be doing the battling thing. Like, it gets taken like so personally a lot of times. Like, it's crazy to me.
Right.
Like, they'll really people will really feel like, how you feel lyrically is how you feel personally, and they'll apply you to that for your whole motherfucking life. Like, and I just like to look at it like, it's without. This isn't a disrespectful way that I'm describing hip hop, but like it's like wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like wrestling. Like these wrestlers got to have the best promo game, and then they got to be able to actually get in the ring and do some shit.
Back it up.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with hip hop, but then at the end of the day, that doesn't mean that these two people is like actually hate each other. Like they both have a job to do.
Right. Yeah, but
they both got a job.
But you know what the problem is also is that it's not only the fans that are taking it that way, it's the rappers that are taking it that way.
That's true.
The rappers are getting too personally involved into a rap beef. where
Yeah.
yes, you may bring personal shit up. You may state a fact that you heard in social media or what's known about whatever person you're talking about. Because if let's say you're gonna go against Tom McDonald and you do a bar that is called that it says something about him only rapping politically and not rapping
Yeah.
no other way and all the other stuff. And he takes that part, that's your opinion on him. He shouldn't take that personal when it has to do with a rap battle, just for the reason that you have in your mind, for the fact that King Dotta is going at Tom McDonald. That's the respect right there alone. It's because King Dotta says, you know what, this could be somebody that could probably give me something when it comes to lyrically coming back and forth with each other. I don't see a battle rapper going at a person that they know they could beat. I always see some type of competition in, yo, this guy might give me a little work. I might fuck him up. I might fuck him up bad. But I know he's gonna give me something.
Thanks.
It's competitiveness at its finest. And somehow, some way, this generation was able to take it. And when I say this generation, I mean in general. There's a lot of Gen Zs and a lot of people in hip hop that are younger than us that feel the same way we feel. So I don't want to put them all in the same thing, but in general, Gen Z is taking it way too, like, if you say something about Tom McDonald, fuck you, King Dotta doesn't know shit. Why are you getting so aggressive for, bro?
Oh, bro,
why are you getting so aggressive? First of all, you're not talking about you. I didn't say you had it. I said Tom McDonald had it. And you defending this nigga and saying, I've seen comments, bro, that has made me sick. And that is the reason why I said in a couple of my videos, I'm not reacting to battle rap anymore. Because people just do not know how to bring it in. And I don't want to hate something that I love so much. So I'd rather just keep it to myself. And I do my own judgment on my side and keep my own thoughts to myself. Because people out there do not understand how it's supposed to be. Why is it that this person's going at this person and all this other shit? There's a lot of issues that have been dealt with doing a battle with each other.
Yeah, real shit.
I've seen it all the fucking time.
But and it's crazy because it's a lot of, for me, and this is real funny. For me, I get a lot of the, oh, you do battles, you this and yada yada, you burning bridges, you'll never yada yada. And the crazy part is I've built so many relationships from doing battle rap that it don't even make sense. Like I wouldn't have the relationship that I have with Ren if it wasn't for battling. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Cliff Beats had issues, but through battle rap, the issue was like it was diffused. You know what I'm saying? Because of some battle rap. You know what I'm saying? It's like the relationship, even the respect that I got for Black Pegasus, because again, even if I feel like I can beat this rapper, regardless of the level of you know what I'm saying, platform, whatever, if you like this big ass name level, and you still respect the culture and like the essence of hip hop enough to be like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna smoke you. Even if that's how they feel about me, it's like, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
there's one thing that I think that needs to be said, and it's about having a format of something of two rappers that they decide that they do have an issue with each other and they want to settle it using bars, like what URL does and what everybody else does, but more in a more how can I say, civil way, that you don't have to promo this shit. You're not doing it for like a true something. Yo, we need to go in here. If you have an issue with this person, you have an issue with that person, let's go and let's talk it on the side. Let's have a group chat that we have for everybody that we could just jump in there and be like, This is the situation. Boom, 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 boom. If there's an issue, to actually talk it out. Y'all can scream at each other. Y'all can go crazy at each other. Y'all can say whatever you want. But the whole point of it is to come to a resolution. And then after you get the resolution, that's when you go and say, all right, now let's put this shit into lyrics. Because the resolution is now diffused. Now let's go ahead and have this battle rap for the public and diffuse it in the background. Instead of bringing the background shit to the front to promo a battle. We don't need none of that. Let's have a conversation, us. Look, you want the bag? I want the bag. You don't like what the fuck I said? I don't like what the fuck you said either. So let's try to figure it out verbally first. And then if you want to take it into a battle, then we'll go ahead and we'll set that up and we'll do a battle for the public and then we could get a bag each. We could do it that way all day long. But I think bringing every single thing into public, when it comes to now me listening to the battle, I already heard it for 3 months already. Everything that you just said, I don't care how you flipped it. Everything you just said is nothing new to me. It's, what he said that 3 times on live, or he said it 15 times on this, or you bring all the bullshit out in the public, everyone's opinion is going to start affecting how everything comes out. Keep it private. We have a conversation. We're going to sit there, no matter if it takes us 3 months, we're going to sit there, we're going to try to figure the situation out. Once we figure it out and come to a conclusion about all this, if you want to go to the next step and you want to go and battle, we'll battle. And then you just revert everything you said. But you know now it's exciting for the fans. Now, oh my God, I heard KINGDOTTA and this person had beef.
Yeah.
And I heard there was a battle supposedly coming. And then when we dropped the notification, KINGDOTTA versus this person, boom, you know how much that's gonna fucking blow? These niggas don't know how to use their brains to get the bag. They think that they could just go on 15,000 lives and talk about the same shit over and over again. And then when they rap about it and they lose, they say, oh, but why? Because you gave your whole first and second round to the fucking public 3 months before. That's why and then you'll be able to counteract what he's gonna say. All day long, it's gonna be a rebuttal house. I'm gonna rebuttal everything you say, and you're not gonna be able to get away with nothing. So why not, use your fucking brain, bro? Do that shit strategically so everybody can get the bag. The fans can actually be excited about something, and everything will be copacetic. I don't know, bro.
Nah, that's real shit though. That's real shit. And see, I'm gonna be, and that's a little bit of the reason why. If I had, and I say it all the time, bro, I would much rather rap it than type it. I would much rather, you know what I'm saying? If I, and it's kind of, you know what I'm saying, the old schoolish attitude in me, you know what I'm saying? I remember that old 50 Cent interview he did with Sway. I think it was before the Massacre dropped. And I think Sway said something like, do you expect people to respond to you or something? He's like, nah. He was like, I just say what I say and you just want to take it. And that's how I be feeling. I don't expect people to even agree with it, but I also expect other rappers to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? If you feel some, if you feel some shit, bro, this is why we do it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the beautiful things about hip hop is the not giving a fuck attitude, the openness. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's if you gonna do it and you feel away, and this goes for anybody, even rappers that I don't fuck with. I completely expect them to have the same type of attitude, and I would never take points away from them for that type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then especially if it's not personal shit, bro. The competition is just the competition. I've ended up cool with everybody that I have battled up until this point, except for Knox. Right. That's the only one. Everybody else I've ended up cool with, and I don't think that's, you know what I'm saying, for any other reason other than it's just, we get is just rap. You know, like a year and a half ago, if you would have asked Grizzy anything about any one of my songs, he probably would have shitted on that shit the entire time. You know what I'm saying? But like I heard him talk about something of mine recently, and he was talking about how dope it is. And the same shit goes for me. We not in the promo. I'm not. With the wrestling, we not in the promo no more. I don't gotta feud with you no more. I can give you your motherfucking respect now. The battle's over. You know what I'm saying?
But it works. It works the vice versa in the consumer part of it, because that's in the rapper part of it. In the consumer part of it, they sit there and they'll see, okay, I am a big Knox Hill fan.
Yeah.
And you and Knox Hill are going at it. And I don't know who you are from a hole in the wall. I don't know who the fuck you are. And immediately, when I start seeing all these radical fans talk, that's already pushing an agenda of this is what's going on. Without no research, without no nothing, I hate KINGDOTTA. I don't know who he is, but I hate this motherfucker because he's saying something.
Yeah.
And then I sit there and I start thinking, I was like, how the fuck does that work? Because I've always, I was guilty of it back then, back when I said I'm done with hip hop and I'm just gonna listen to the old school shit that I used to. I'm not listening to none of this new school shit. And I didn't get into Kendrick or J. Cole until a couple of years ago. I wasn't fucking with them because I shut off all brand new music. I didn't fuck with Kanye West. I didn't fuck with any of them because they represented the time of change. And I was like, no, I am done with it, because at the same time, you started getting all these other crazy ass rappers coming out. And they were pushing that more in my eyes than K. Dot or J. Cole. I was getting more of the little Yachties and the little Peeps and the little Pumps and the little whatever the fuck you want to call them. And so I was like, no, I'm done. I'm going to stick to what I know.
And you know what though? Hearing Lil Pump and even though rest in peace Lil Peep, but even hearing the music, like, I don't blame you for shutting that shit down after that. Like I would have been on the same.
And I was like, I'm done with it. And I kept that mindset all the way, my whole life, until I started doing YouTube. When I started doing YouTube, I started giving different shit a chance. So that's why when I started, I said, the first thing I've ever said is, let me know what you want to listen to, and I'll react to it. I'm not going to react to something that I've listened to already 300 times. I'll have, back in the day freestyle live one day, and we'll listen to old school music and shit all night long. I'll do that all day, but I'm not going to focus on it. So I said, you know what? MGK. When the whole Eminem and MGK shit started happening, I didn't know who MGK was before this. I heard of him. I never listened to his music like that.
Yeah.
And now I automatically said, fuck MGK, because he's going at Eminem. So he's always been on my shit list.
Yeah.
And then I opened my mind up when I started doing reactions, and I said, it's not fair of me to say fuck MGK and he's a shitty rapper off of one song that he did to Eminem. It's not fair of me because I'm judging him off of that one song. I have not judged him as a full artist. When I started going down that rabbit hole, I am one of the biggest MGK fans ever. Point blank, the motherfucker can rap. He can fucking rap. So I gave it to that. But that's a small percentage of how these people think now. I am writing for this person no matter what, and no matter what facts you give me, it doesn't matter.
I've seen it with Game too. And so a lot of hey, you know what? And I had, just out of respect for him, I gotta say that's a testament to the legacy Eminem has, because his fan base will completely disregard a legendary career just for Eminem. So you gotta respect this shit. But I've seen the same thing with Game. You know what I'm saying? It went from the normal conversations in hip hop was, Game is underrated. It has one of the most underrated discographies, to after he dropped Black Slim Shady, then it turned to his only good album was Documentary, and that's because Eminem and Dre helped him on it. Like I was like, come on, man, y'all rewriting history now. Like I get like
you know what? You know why I was upset about the Game thing is because I said you gave me, and this was my legitimate feeling. I love Game. I love Game the minute he came out with Documentary, and ever since then I've been following him, and because the motherfucker is a rapper's rapper, the motherfucker can rap. That's where people get mistaken. So when I saw him call out Eminem, I said, "Let's fucking go!" Now we're gonna see. Now we're gonna go put some fucking real lyrics together. And then he gave me 10 minutes of bullshit.
See, I don't think it was bullshit though.
That's where, and I'm gonna explain why I think it's bullshit. This was my mentality, Dotta. Game was gonna come in like Documentary Game. He's gonna come in and he is going to bar out like fucking crazy. It's gonna be doubles and triples. He's gonna scheme. He was going to be Game. When I heard it, I said, no, please don't do this. When he started adding skits to it, I said, no, it's enough. I want you to cut it and just start rapping. And he was rapping. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this, Dotta, in Game's defense. Lyrically, it was fucking amazing. What he did lyrically, fucking amazing. He did it better than a lot of fucking people. Yeah. The premise of you going at Eminem with bullshit like that is what pisses me off. I thought it was going to be 3 verses, with not even 3 verses, one whole song, going straight at his head. Gun bars, trunk, machete, spraying the machete, doing all this shit. And he didn't give me what I wanted.
But see, I think, and this is just as from a battle rapper perspective. I look at it, and this even before Game ever did it. I always said Eminem has an advantage in battle rap where you can't do gangster talk against Eminem. You can't rap gangster shit against Eminem. And Game's strong point is gangster rap. So when I heard he was going to diss him, the last thing I thought he would do would be come at him like that. So when he did Black Slim Shady, when he did the concept thing, I was like, okay, this makes sense. Because you can't rap hardcore, I'm in the street, but you can't do that against Eminem. Eminem.
But it's not even about that, Dotta. It's not even about rapping that. You're absolutely right. You cannot come at Eminem talking that street shit because it's not going to work. It's going to end up really bad for you. It's not going to work. But what I'm talking about is there's a lot of things that Game could have go at Eminem. He could have gone on a lot about his management on Shady Records. He can't keep a fucking person on a label besides 50 Cent. His drug addiction, his ODing. They don't go deep into it like the way Eminem goes deep into it. That's why Eminem wins 9 times out of 10. They don't take a small situation and stretch it out. And Game could do that. That was my situation. Like, I don't want to hear what you sound like if Eminem was black. That's what I got. I didn't want to hear that.
I look at it. I look at that as like with Game. The way he came at Eminem, you can tell that it wasn't a personal issue. You can tell it was just hip hop.
Right, it was just hip hop. It was absolutely just hip hop.
So I don't see him going deep into the drug addiction, the life or death situations that he went through. I don't see him attacking him for that, and then later on having to still say, "I have a respect for this nigga." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's what we're talking about then. That's exactly what we're talking about. Why can't Game come out and say that? Why can't Game point out all of Eminem's flaws when Eminem, when he's going at somebody, he's pointing every single thing wrong with that person and he's exposing it and making a bigger picture than what it is. That's how he wins battles. Why can't Game wanted to come at Eminem instead of coming at him with the same flows and the characters and all this other stuff? He should have come at him in the same point that Eminem came at Benzino with Nail in the Coffin. He came at him with facts, with straight just heat. If Game would have done it that way, I could almost guarantee an answer back from Eminem. Eminem didn't answer him back because of that. I guarantee that's the reason. He wanted Game to come at him like the Game that these motherfuckers signed. He wants the lyrical. He wants to get in. Not that he wasn't lyrical. I'm not taking nothing away from Game's talent or what Game did on that track. I already said it. He did a phenomenal job with the flows and the cadences and wordplay and all that. He did a phenomenal job. But it was just like, when are you guys going to learn that you can't come at Eminem with these character tricks? It ain't going to work. They've tried that already. Insane Clown Posse tried it.
But it didn't feel like a bait track to you, though? Because it didn't feel like an end-all, be-all for me. It felt like he was... It felt like 10
minutes?
Yeah.
A 10-minute beat?
Yeah. Hey, look, Game has done that. Game is known for 300 bars and running, 500 bars and running, just to get responses from the Game. Has a history of doing that.
So you're gonna take 500 miles and running, and you're gonna compare it to the Black Slim Shady?
Yeah. Yeah. What's different besides multiple beat switches? Well, actually, even Black Slim Shady did have a couple beat switches. But yeah, like that's exact. But like I said, in 300 bars, 400 bars, 500 bars, all of his targets were street niggas. So that's the angle he took.
Okay. And Game thought that was gonna work for M.
No, but he didn't take. That's what I'm saying. He didn't take the street route. He went a different direction. He had the same format, same thing, but just took a different. He didn't do it freestyle format. And he didn't do it, he didn't do no street shit. He kept it conceptual and he kept it lyrical. Like it was the same shit as the bars series. I don't know what the fuck they call it. The bars series.
My main thing about that whole thing is that me personally, in my opinion, I've seen a lot of people that is not even shown that has gone at Eminem, and I've heard all the disses and I've heard it all, and I was expecting more from the Game than that. I was expecting him to just come out with a straight one full verse, 2 minute 30 maybe, fire ass gutter fucking grimy fucking beat, and just go at this nigga. Lyrically, just go at him. Bring facts. Mix all that shit in. Do that wordplay. That's how you're gonna get Eminem the fuck out of here. You have to come at him and come to other people.
But let me ask you this: even if he would have did that, do you think that Eminem's fan base would have gave him credit for it, or you think they still would have wrote it off like they did?
The radical stance, no. The radical stance, no. The radical stance is the radical stance. Those motherfuckers don't have sense in their brain. The real stands, the ones that are in it for the music, dude, they would have been like, you know what? They will come out with, I learned to appreciate the nigga's rap. They will come out with respect for him because it's a lyrical, it's lyrical chess. It's lyrical, a ping pong. You're going back and forth with a person lyrically. That's the most amazing thing in the world, seeing a back and forth. Like, just like you could take it, for example, for URL, King of the Dot. When it's two fucking rappers, like, let's say, Daylight versus King Los.
Yeah.
At that point, I didn't give a fuck who won.
Hey, that shit was one of them rare for the culture, man. That was one of them rare.
That one is, I don't care who won. Or who do you got winning? I don't care who won. Bro, this was a lyrical fucking... we got something that we could take down in history, like, oh, I haven't heard it all. These guys lost their fucking mind on this shit. That's what we got. That's what we got from that thing, and that's why it needs to be that way. If you see the Eminem's coming at everybody lyrically, completely demolishing them lyrically, you have to come in same form. You can't try something new or try to do this and try to flip things and do. No, you have to come at him as he's coming at you. No one has done it that way. No one's done it that way. There's only one that's closest. The only two that are closest is MGK and The Game. Those are the only two closest that came at Eminem correctly.
Yeah.
When it came to the lyrical part of it, they're the ones that came correctly. But everybody else, trash.
Hey, look, you know what? I'm not. Hey, look, you know what? I do have to say, even as an extreme Eminem fan, I'm one of them people that think "Pull Your Skirt Up" by Benzino was kind of hot.
And
I'm gonna tell you this: I think Eminem thought it was hot.
You were breaking up a little bit.
Am I good?
Yeah. I can hear you now.
That Benzino, "Pull Your Skirt Up." I actually like that one. The old Eminem disc from Nail in the Coffin era. I think Eminem liked that track too because he put it on his mixtape. And that's another thing that's dope that Eminem rappers don't do shit like that, bro.
No,
they don't. And he didn't even put it on there.
But this is
he didn't even put it on there with like a slight diss or no shit like that. It was like he put it on there because he got dissed, and he was like, "Well, I'm about to respond, so at least I'm gonna let y'all hear why I'm responding."
Yeah. But that's the thing about back then. Like, I lost respect to Benzino when he started doing this press run about Eminem having this tape that when he was 16. Calling, saying black girls are bad and da-da-da and all this.
The Foolish Pride.
The Foolish Pride song. When he came out with Foolish Pride and he started, and I was like, now you're taking it out of the music and now you're trying some stupid shit like that. Like that.
But Eminem already responded to that, replied to that on Yellow Brick Road.
Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah.
He responded to that to Yellow Brick Road, and he said what he said. He apologized for it, but he was just like, that's what it was, bro. Like, I mean, it wasn't. Yeah. Stop being so fucking sensitive over fucking everything. Yeah. And, but, I mean, lyrically, Benzino Eminem is.
Benzino was the greatest lyricist of all time.
You need to get the fuck out my camera, bro. You need to get the fuck out my camera, bro. Don't ever say that shit again. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, Benzino is the GOAT. What you mean? What you mean?
God.
You can't name a discography better than Benzino's. What you mean? I'll play it because somebody who just clicked on this video gonna think I'm serious.
Oh my God! They're gonna click that shit. They're gonna put it everywhere. Look what Dotta thinks about Benzino.
Right.
Like, oh shit.
I'm gonna catch some shit for that one. It's only two rappers that I just absolutely can't. I can't fuck with. Like I just can't. It's Ja Rule and D-Lo the Boss Man. I don't like it.
D-Lo the Boss Man?
I think that's his name. Yeah.
You don't like Ja Rule?
Nah, bro. I have one Ja Rule song that I like, and it's the one where he flipped the Tupac Pain joint. You'll never take me alive. I'm getting high with my 4-5 top. Yeah, that's the one. But other than that, nah, man. I just can't. I wasn't into the poppy rap, and that's how he presented himself most of the time. So I just didn't gravitate that. It was shady record shit for real. For real. If it wasn't shady record shit, like nah. You opposing them niggas? Oh nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't ever choose sides like that. Like I was listening to Jay-Z and Nas.
And that's the thing, like, but at that time we could agree that Ja Rule was like the most poppingest nigga in that moment. Everybody wanted a Ja Rule feature. He was running the era of music at that time.
He
And
was
then to
Drake before
see,
Drake.
yeah. And then he it had to take the 3-headed monster to take him down.
Man, but he picked that fight.
And that fight was dirty.
He picked it. He shouldn't have did it. When Eminem said to Josh started yabbing the magazines how we stabbed him, fucking 50 smashed him, lashed him, and let him have it.
Ah!
Yeah, like that. You said, John, you asked for it, bro.
Yep.
They told him to leave.
What he said? Your mother's a crackhead, your Kim is a known son, so what Haley's gonna be when he grows up. And he went, aha! Haley,
oh God,
come here, baby.
Rick,
give me that Oscar. We're gonna shove it up Ja Rule's ass. Oh my God, bro.
I'm about to get rid of some hoes. It's simple. Put them on the equivalent. Eminem didn't even have to rap on that song.
No.
He didn't even rap on that song. He didn't even have to. That nigga, he had Haley on there talking shit.
You know what's crazy? I brought something up in one of my Eminem reactions, and I was like, you know what's crazy? Haley Mathers is a female influencer. His daughter is a female influencer right now.
Yeah.
And you got all these female rappers. And Haley Jade has a diamond album under her name. For Eminem to actually, he doesn't understand what he did to her just by putting her as a feature in that album. That's a diamond plaque for the Eminem show. People don't understand that a diamond plaque in hip hop is a very, very big deal.
It's $100 million.
And she has that, like she could say, I have one under my name because she actually featured in it. That was her voice in My Dad's Gone Crazy. And pretty much anytime that there's a Haley voice in it, chances are it was Haley the one doing it.
Right. That's
so it just makes me think, and I'm like, oh my fucking God, bro, that's crazy. That's nuts. What do you think about this whole thing? Because that's this question that I've seen a lot of people talk about, and it's, if you take Eminem out of the culture back in 1997, would hip hop be better or worse right now in 2024?
I think it depends on the scope of hip hop. You know, you talk about like overall mainstream, underground as well. Like, I'm honestly, because there are a lot. That's a loaded question. Because as soon as I start thinking of an answer, I'm like, but then we wouldn't have this without Shady. It wouldn't be the same at all. I say that. It wouldn't be the same at all. But I think that we still have the Jays, the Nas, the Kanyes, the influences of Pac. You know what I'm saying? So it would be a completely different landscape, but I think hip hop would still be good. You know, it's
my opinion is, I believe Eminem brought a lot more culture into hip hop, for the fact that he started to influence a lot of these rappers that we love now lyrically.
Yeah.
He started to show different flows and cadences and don't give a fuck. I mean, he didn't start it. NWA started, fuck the police and all that. But Eminem did bring a lot of not political, not racial, but a lot more personal. And let a lot of other people come out more personally about their shit. And not only that, but you have people, across the globe that if you ask them who the fuck Eminem is, they'll know exactly who the fuck he is. There's no before Eminem. I didn't see hip hop in that broad of a spectrum. I didn't see hip hop played everywhere across the fucking world like that. It was in.
I don't know. Snoop kind of was. It wasn't many, but I think outside of Eminem, I think Snoop might be the most household rapper in history.
Right
even
now,
more so than, even more so than Eminem. I think there's more people.
But listen to this. Snoop Dogg did that because Snoop Dogg stepped aside and he understood that he can't survive off of just rapping.
Yeah,
he did that because
he
understood that he needed to go do shit with Martha Stewart, with every single fucking influencer out there in order for him to keep himself alive, which I'm not dogging at all. I love Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is one of those entrepreneurs that I look up to because he came from nothing. And look where he's at now. Everybody knows who Snoop Dogg is. Eminem did it. Eminem did it with just rap. He didn't have to do all that extra shit to do it. He did that with just rapping. And that's the case that I'm going to put out. But Snoop Dogg, abso-fucking-lutely. As a full-fledged influencer, entrepreneur, Snoop Dogg has did things that half of the rappers back in our day only dream about doing right now. Because this man everybody knows who Snoop Dogg is. Everybody. And when he got on that track with M, I'm like, what the fuck? Him buying Death Row Records? Oh my God. That shit needs to be celebrated.
The East Siders is dropping a new project because of that shit. But I feel you.
And I know it's not for the mainstream. I'm talking more about how we view hip hop, how we see it. That mainstream shit, I don't pay attention to it anymore because it's all political and it's political driven and it's an agenda that is driven in the hip hop community. And there's a lot more of them than there is of us. So that's a battle that we're never gonna fucking win. So that mainstream shit is gone to me. Unless you are a known lyrical monster that's coming out with a fucking album, like when Nas came out with his album, when Rakim came out with his album, when M comes out with his album, lyrical masters that paved the way for a lot of these motherfuckers. Unless it's them putting something out, I'm not really into that mainstream shit. I'm just really not. It doesn't intrigue me.
Let me ask you this. I want to ask you this. How do you feel about Glorilla's album?
I haven't heard it to give an opinion, accurate opinion.
At any point were you interested in hearing Glorilla's album?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never listened to a Gorilla song.
Don't say that. What? Really? Hey, look, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you. It's probably gonna be met as a hot take. She is one of the dopest female MCs to drop in the last 5 years, bro. Like I don't know the hate or the level of hate that she get or understand. I think it's still a divide between Southern rappers and everybody else. I still think that when somebody Southern come out, it's still met with like unnecessary hate. But when I tell you, like, she has one of the most unique flows, voices, like, bro, like, that's the type of shit that's why I still will listen to mainstream shit. Or, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't even have to be lyrical like that to me. It just has to be good. And and not saying like she's like, you know, barring shit to death or not, but she's witty. She'll have you laugh. She'll say some shit that'll have you laugh. And in another random point like that I want to shout out that she did is she made a hit that was about her name. That hasn't been a thing in hip hop, and I can't remember the last time somebody had a hit that was their name. Rappers, we had My Name Is, like Slim Shady. You know what I'm saying? We had songs like Mike Jones, just his name, and they were hits. Like rappers don't do that no more. And she did that, and it was like that was to me that was kind of like a testament to like a shift in the game that's kind of like going backwards to where we've been wanting it to be at. You know what I'm saying? Like she's covering the southern side of that, but like there aren't a lot of.
Give me a second, now. Shout out to Dracula. Dracula sent me $50, and I'm gonna send it to you through Cash App.
Oh, I bet that. I appreciate that, Dracula. Thank you, man.
I appreciate that, Drac. I'll do that
That's
right
love.
now.
I appreciate
if you want to donate to DOTTA, if you want to donate, we're gonna get into some music before we leak it. Yo, it's about 4:00. Do you need to go or?
Nah, I'm good I'm good right now.
Okay, just let me know whenever you need to leave. Just let me know when you need to leave. I'm good. All I gotta do now is just after this, all I gotta do is edit story time with Ray, do my 3 reactions for the night, and then I'm done. So.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good right now. We're good.
I got time. All right.
The conversation good.
If you like pretty much we're here to help out King Dotta in a tough time right now he's going through. So all donations on the Cash App down below that are scrolling underneath the screen. That's where you're gonna donate whatever donation you want to send to King Dotta. I also got his GoFundMe and his PayPal in the description below of this video, of this screen in the description. I got all that information in there. So go show love to him over there. Don't send me nothing on my Cash App. Don't send me nothing on YouTube or anything like that. YouTube takes 40% of everything you guys send. So don't send nothing here. It all needs to go to dollar. Every penny needs to help. To help King Dotta with the whole car situation and everything. So I appreciate the ones that do donate. That's what we're here. We love you guys. We're gonna get into some music in a little bit, but that's where we at. Facts.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. It's a beautiful motherfucking thing, bro. Real shit.
So you're telling me who she signed with?
She's on Yo Gotti's label.
Okay.
And I like to, for people who ain't never heard her before, I like director. Like you don't gotta listen to it now. Nothing, just her song.
What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do. What's her biggest song?
Fuck nigga free, but we ain't, you know that song. I'm sure you've heard fuck nigga free. Everybody had a freestyle on that.
Oh yeah. I heard that.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. I know exactly who you're talking about. But I don't like visually now. I can picture her. I've heard the name and everything, and I'm just like it's not for me. But I don't follow her or anything. So what I'm gonna do next week, I'm gonna take one of her songs. I'm probably gonna take Glorilla, and I'll react to Glorilla.
The Glow joint, I would do that. Yeah.
I'll react to her for the first time. Like I probably heard that I did hear that one, but like her music, I've probably never heard it. But dude, I listen to so much fucking music a day, bro. That like everywhere you go in my house, there's something playing music. If you go to my garage, I got a radio on playing music right now. You go to my bathroom, I got a radio in my bathroom. I got a radio, obviously, in my car. I got a radio at the pool. I got a radio in here. It's everywhere I go, I want to play music. And I listen to so much of it. And like, I'm still one of those old school dudes that listen to like radio stations. I still listen to radio stations.
Yeah. Our radio station sucks, so I can't listen to them out here. Our radio station suck ass.
Yeah, our radio stations out here is like a little country. It was a little bit better when I was living in Tampa because it was a lot more hip hop channels. But over here, it's a lot more contemporary and a lot more country and metal and rock and stuff like that. But I'll play music everywhere I fucking go, bro. Some of these songs these people tell me to do, I'm just like, I probably did hear it. I just don't know the name of it. I don't know who sings it. I don't know any of it because I probably heard it in the radio at one point.
Right.
And I just heard that one time and I didn't sit down. But what I need to start doing is going on the radio and actually listening to what they're playing, especially in the hip hop channels on these new artists that are out here. Because I could get into mainstream as long as they're keeping the same morals and the same respect in hip hop that all the OGs are keeping. As long as they had that same type, I don't care how their flow, cadence, their energy is. The way they make their art is the way they make their art, and I'm not gonna judge that at all because that's who you are. But it has to have some type of like meaning behind what they're doing.
Integrity. You gotta have some integrity. I feel that. And that's actually, I feel you on that. That's how because I'm not gonna sit here and act like all mainstream shit is here. Because there's a lot of shit that I just be like, bro, especially all the same hood rhetoric. Like it's like, to me, it's all about the creativity. You know what I'm saying? Like I've listened to Eminem rap about the strangest of shit. I was listening to him rap about a can of tuna and somebody's head getting popped like a balloon. and the way like if somebody asked me, do you want to hear bars? Like if they're like, hey, you want to hear bars about a balloon or some tuna? I'd probably be like, probably not. Then you listen to that and it's like, okay, that's how you would put some bars about tuna in a fucking balloon. It's right there.
That's that shock. It's that shock value shit that makes M who M is. And anytime you do some shock value rap to me, I obviously find it entertaining. But there's a lot of people that do that shock value shit that I'm like, all right, now it's getting uncomfortable the way you're talking.
Bizarre pushes the boundaries a lot.
Bizarre's definitely one of them niggas. Bizarre's definitely one of them niggas that is just like, bro, you need to relax. Like that's a little bit too fucking much, bro. That Bizarre is the Black Slim Shady.
Hey, bro, you know Bizarre's a problem when he had a solo track on the second D12 album that's completely missing from the edited version of the album. If you go buy that album from Walmart, his song is nowhere on it.
Hell no. Hell no.
And even on the explicit version of the album, that song is still edited. Like I'm like, that's wild.
Like that's too far, man. You making these niggas work way too much, Bizarre. And then not only that, but 25 years later, come on to the death of Slim Shady and utter the words, the Eminem Jordans, I sold them because he needed the money. Like, this nigga is different, bro.
Hey,
like he's a different
the shit that fooled me was when he said he wanted to suck Megan Thee Stallion's toe. That was the shit that got. I was like, you want to suck the shot up toe? That's the wild shit to say. that's the wild shit to say. Like, yo, the toe she, I want to suck the toe she got shot in. That's wild.
See, I that one right there like got me bad. I think I got the reaction to it. That bar right there when he said that about her toe, I almost gagged a little bit. Just a mental picture that he gave me. I was just like, God damn. But then when I heard him say that shit about Eminem selling Eminem Jordans, and then showing up in Haley Jade's podcast naked, like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like, Haley Jade is way too innocent to be having Bizarre in her fucking podcast show. She is way too innocent for that shit. She can't have a nigga like that on.
I wouldn't even be surprised if that was her most viewed episode if they did that shit. I wouldn't even be surprised, bro.
I would tune the fuck in for that. I will watch that shit and rewatch it after. God, no Bizarre's gonna be like that's like everybody has to understand all of D12, everybody in Eminem's camp, like 50, you know, like they see Haley Jade as their niece. She's got a lot of fucking uncles that are not mentally all there.
Right.
It's very fucking crazy.
Some wild Detroit niggas.
Yeah. And like that's what people don't understand. People say, I don't like the way, and this is one of my gripes with Eminem, is I don't like the way D12 was portrayed when they came out with Devil's Night. Or Was still one with the world.
D12 World. I love those
D12
albums
World.
though. I
D12
love
World.
those. I love
But
those albums.
no. I'm not saying the albums were bad, Dada. I'm saying I don't like the way they represented it as D12. It was too jokey and too like these niggas were rapping. They were not paying attention to how D12 was actually rapping on that shit.
Yeah.
These
I agree
motherfuckers
with
were
that.
like lyrical monsters, and then I'm just like I don't. They were not portraying in my eyes. Eminem didn't push it in the right direction where it should have been more like what's the name of that group? Slaughterhouse. It didn't have the Slaughterhouse feel. If it would have had the Slaughterhouse feel instead of like a D12ish jokey, bizarre with the shower cap and Eminem dressing like a clown in purple pills or Proof dressing like a clown in purple pills. They made it seem like they were jokey rappers. Like it was a lot of like a comedian that wants to be a rapper, like Little Dicky and shit like that. That's how I saw.
They did in their defense. They did a lot of that before Devil's Night as well, especially Bizarre. The Attack of the Weirdos project, and I'm forgetting motherfucking names, but
like I get their style. That's their style of rapping, no matter what. Saying outlandish shit. They were like the 2003 Wu-Tang.
yeah,
They were saying outlandish shit. They were saying crazy, like things that you never thought that a nigga from Detroit's gonna tell you, and shit like that. And it was like it would have been better if they would have focused more on their lyricism than on the shock factor value of D12 together as a group, and focus.
But see, but I think they balanced it pretty well though, because I know every word to every song on both of those albums from beginning to end, and I get the antics.
I know them all as long as it's plain. I can rap along with it. You're a rapper, so it's easy for you to come up with a verse off the top of your head and rap it from another rapper because your memory is better than mine. I can't start off an Eminem song unless it's plain. For some reason, I can't fucking do it. Like when you started saying all these Eminem things, it had to take me 2 seconds, and my brain had to calculate. Oh, that's from this song. Oh, that's from that song. So my brain doesn't memorize a lot. Like you really have to wow me in order for me to remember you, and say, oh, I know who the fuck this is. Yada yada yada. D12 did that for me because I was introduced to D12 through Devil's Night. That's how I knew D12. Who D12?
That was the first time you heard him?
I always knew Eminem had a group and they were called D12. I always knew that there were a thing. I just never got into their music because at that time I was not really focusing on on being tuned into hip hop culture. I was more focusing on street shit and stuff like that. I wasn't really focused more on music that way. So, but then I heard D12 Devil's Night, and I said, "Holy!" I'm like listening it. I'm listening to the CD. I didn't see no video. I didn't see Purple Pills. I didn't see any of that until after the fact. I started seeing the videos and shit, and I'm just like, "Oh, I don't like the way they did that." Because I listened to the songs before I visually saw anything representing Devil's Night.
Yeah.
I knew what the CD case looked like. I went to Virgin record stores in Manhattan. I bought the CD, came back home, and I listened to it. That's how I knew who D12 actually was. Lyrically, oh my God. Me just sitting there with my headphones on and my eyes closed and just picturing every bar.
They were very visual. Like they painted pictures like brilliantly, man.
It wowed me, and I was like, but then now I started to go on the TV and seeing them, and then they did Purple Pills, and I went, I guess I guess that'll work, but like y'all need to focus on this. Y'all not like the audience was focusing more on seeing all the different colors and jumping around and all this other shit, and they were not really. I like focus on the bars, bro. Like y'all not listening to what the fuck they saying. These niggas is nuts.
But see, I don't think they could have really conveyed it. I think the only other way they could have conveyed the songs on that album would be like some Brotherland's horror movie type shit.
Yeah, but you couldn't. You're telling me that they couldn't do Purple Pills in, let's say, a house party format instead of a you're on drugs and you're living in this shroomy. It was more shroomy world than anything else. It was so colorful. I think it would have got a better reaction if they would have done it like in a house party setting, where there's like different floors. Every floor there's a rapper rapping their verse, and then they all get together for the hook, and then do it that way. I think it would have portrayed the album better.
Bizarre would have been in the basement.
Bizarre would have been in the basement inside one of those old school showers with the shower curtain with a bunch of bitches in the shower popping pills and doing whatever the fuck he was doing. But it would have. I think it would have represented the album better. And instead of doing Purple Pills the way they did Purple Pills, I think it would have portrayed their lyricism a lot better if it would have been a low tone, Leon. You want a lot of colors? Neon lights, very subtle neon lights in the background. Give it a real futuristic neon color look, but you in an apartment building in the hood in Detroit, and you having a house party, a building party, you could call it, and just wild out that way to represent it a little bit better so it could appeal to more of the hip-hop community than the mainstream hip-hop community, and they would have received it better. It would have done better in numbers, I think, than half of the shit that they did for that album. So that's where I got my break.
I mean, the album still went platinum though. They were still.
It did, but do you hear anybody in the world saying that's the top 5 album? You're not gonna hear it.
I say it all the time. D12 is my favorite.
I say in general.
I'm just saying, but I think it's just because it was distracting. You know what I'm saying? It's like you said.
Look, listen. I wouldn't put that album as my top 5, but it's definitely on my top 10. D12 World and Devil's Night are definitely on my top 10. I wouldn't put them in the 5 category, but it is still a solid fucking album. It's still a good fucking album. It's amazing. It's just I just feel like it didn't get the respect that it deserved. It didn't get the light to show Conniva, Swifty, and to really show out their character, show who they really are. It didn't really do it. But they kind of
abandoned it. But they kind of abandoned the album like hella early. They only had 2 singles and the 2 videos.
Yeah. But I
feel like if they would have followed up with if they would have did Instigator or even the title track, if they would have dropped Devil's Night, the title track, I think that it would have had to been on some BET Uncut shit. But I think that motherfucker would have it would have did better. But I don't understand why they abandoned the album in the first place. Honestly.
I don't get it either. I understand now why Slaughterhouse broke up. I understand it now because Joe Budden talks about it. Royce talks about it. Joel, the fuck is this other nigga's name? Crooked. Fuck. How do I forget one of the fucking dopest rappers in California right now, bro? King Crooked is amazing, but. I understand why they broke down, and then I kind of understood with Eminem's album when he was explaining to D12 with Kamikaze when he was talking to D12. I get it, I understand it, but I'm just like, why can't these lyrical monsters just come together and make it work? Like make it actually work and blow. Like we haven't had a big group until Griselda.
Yeah.
And for it to be that lack of popping like that, not a lot of these people getting together saying, yo, let's get a team of lyrical monsters and let's set the fucking bar. We're the ones that's supposed to set the bar in hip hop. You need to be like us. Y'all can have your individual careers, but let's drop at least one album a year for the people as a group and just drop it that way. Like it hasn't been done like that.
And see, and my problem with the D12 breakup thing is I feel like that's the last thing Proof would have wanted when he died.
The last thing.
I feel like
people don't understand that was Proof's group. It wasn't Eminem's. Proof made D12. And Eminem adopted it and brought it into Shady Records. That's what Eminem did for the group that already existed. These niggas was lyrical monsters in the street of Detroit that were battling every fucking other day. These motherfuckers were nothing to play with lyrically back in the day. I was just like, when I heard that album, I think that's the best way, is hearing an album without seeing any visuals. Just listen to the album. Because I got one perspective of what D12 was, and then a lot of my friends got a different perspective of who D12 was. Yeah. And it kind of hurt me, like, you guys are not even going to give it a shot because you guys are looking at them clowning around on TV and think that that's what the whole album is about. They didn't represent it properly. They didn't give it the right push that it was supposed to for the actual hood niggas.
But you know, they did the same thing. You know what Eminem's formula was at that time?
Yeah.
When the first single is going to be something goofy.
I get that,
and they was following that same formula. They probably was like, yo, I mean, it works for without me, for my name is to just lose.
But that's the problem. It worked. What works for Eminem is not going to always work for everybody else. Eminem has a certain way of portraying how he raps and all his goofy shit. He has a way of doing it where he is so lyrically amazing that it doesn't bother you that he's acting like a fucking idiot half the fucking time back in the day. Because lyrically, you can't say shit about it. D12, as lyrical as they are, they haven't had that same type of cred. They didn't have that same type of I could get away with this type of shit. We needed to be introduced to D12 as the way I was introduced to D12. Like, these are raw Detroit rappers that are the next, in my eyes, were the next Wu-Tang Clan. And here you go. That's how it was presented to me. So I see D12 in a whole different fucking manner than a lot of people that I know, that I talk to about this shit. And it's just like, it blows and it sucks. I understand it, why they did it the way they did it, because obviously they're under Shady. This worked for Shady. These guys rap in the same format as Shady because they do that shock rap shit, but more ghettified. And it should work for them too, because it worked for Eminem. And for the most part, yes, it did work. Platinum album, they were known, they were everything. But when it came to the people that I talked about hip hop when I went to the barbershop or when I went to the studio, they were looked at as a joke in hip hop. They weren't looked as lyrical monsters in hip hop to a lot of people. And I'm sitting here and I'm the one fighting. And this is not a Twitter battle. This is not an Instagram battle. I'm in a small room with a whole bunch of niggas fighting about this shit. Where at any moment somebody could take a fucking swing. Right. At any moment. If I say something crazy, don't be surprised if you're sleeping in the back of the barbershop. Because you might get knocked the fuck out because it might happen. And I'm fighting for D12 and these dudes like, nah, I don't want to hear it. Take that shit off the radio. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that shit. And I was getting this fight back my whole life about D12. And I'm just like, and then I moved to Florida, and then it was more of a 50-50 type of thing. It was like, I see some people that fuck with it, I see people that don't fuck with it. But I'm just like, they should have would. No, Dracula, don't even say that.
What did he say? I can't see the chat.
D12 to me was like ICP but black. And that's exactly what I'm saying. That's how people were portraying D12 as a joke. Because I ain't say Compassy. Ain't say Compassy can kiss the backside of my ass, bro. I don't like them.
But look, the reason why I can't even go with that one comparison is because ICP doesn't make good music. Even while D12 had that antics.
Dotta, I know what you're gonna say. But what Dracula just said is proving my point. That's how they were viewed. They were viewed as ICP, but the Eminem version of it.
I never looked at them like that. That's why I've never heard that before. I've never heard that comparison.
And that's why it's crazy, because you've never heard it. But the people that I wore around, I was hearing it every day in New York. I was hearing that same shit, and I was like, how can you compare ICP to D12? That's wrong. ICP is trash. Yeah. D12 can actually rap. And that is my problem. That's my problem with Eminem's business and Eminem, the way Eminem does business. Nigga, just because it worked for you, it's not going to work for these niggas. You had to come with a different approach with these niggas, because now a lot of people are looking at D12 as ICP. And that, to me, is disrespectful to their craft, is disrespectful to their lyricism, is disrespectful to a lot of things. That they could have done a lot more in that time frame than they could have. And they could have been a lot more better off right now than they were back then if they would have taken a different approach with them.
But I think they would have been alienated really either way. Their subject matter isn't something a lot of people want to stand by.
But a lot of people take more things in visually than audibly. They're not listening to what they're saying, they're seeing what they're saying. And when they see what they're saying, you see a crazy ass video, that's your first perspective of who they are. So that's how you're going to judge them, as no matter who it is. You're going to judge them in that manner. No matter how you represent yourself, it's how people are going to conceive you. So if you're representing yourself wearing a clown mask, doing drugs on a colorful mountain, and doing all this crazy shit, that's how the whole entire industry is going to take you as. But if you represent them in a manner of, yo, these are the niggas right here, these are the new dudes, and don't fuck with them lyrically because they could take your head off, I think they would have gotten a lot more respect, and that respect would have gotten them to possibly a diamond album instead of a platinum, if they would have just came out lyrically the way they were supposed to.
See, I think, honestly, though, I think just, again, back to their subject matter, I don't think there's anything that they could have done. Like, if you would have kept the D12 album, just the music, not the visuals or anything, just the music, the same skits, the same production, everything, you would keep it exactly how it is and dropped a different single first with a more serious tone type video, I think that just their subject matter alone would keep them from getting to an Eminem hype. Because even wrapped up in Eminem's zaniness, he still had like inspirational type music. Shit that, you know what I'm saying? Like shit that you can like, okay, like this shit'll help you if you having a hard day type music. D12 was just, oh no, fuck y'all. Y'all gonna listen to this and love it or hate it. But like they didn't have.
But Dotta, that also has to do with management. That also has to do with, yo, we need something new for you guys. The fans want something new. The fans don't want this crazy shit no more. Because it was every fucking track. And don't get me wrong, I'm with you 100%. I'm pro D12 100%. But it's just that maybe the mainstream was holding them back from expressing that. Maybe the people that run Shady Records behind Eminem and all these people, because Eminem doesn't have the final say in anything that goes in Shady Records. It's Paul Rosenberg that has the final say in anything that has to do with Shady Records. So that was the job of the management to try to push, or of the mainstream management to try to push their artists to the best of their ability and let the audience connect with the artist in a more personal manner to get more sales. That they needed to take that route with D12, and D12 would have blown the fuck up more than what they did. So yes, the shock value shit does work, but when it comes to mainstream fucking up these artists that are very good rappers, D12 was a prime example of that.
But when you look at the type of artists they are, don't you think that would make a lot of their core fans turn around and say, "Yo, y'all sold out"? Because if you go back before Devil's Night, because the first time I heard D12 was on Marshall Mathers LP. The Under the Influence, I think that's what it was. I don't give a fuck if you know. That was the first time I ever heard D12.
Now that I take that back, now that'll be the first time I heard D12. Actual music of D12 was that song. But I didn't get deeper into finding out who D12 was. I just took it for what it was. I just took it for a feature, and I was like, oh, that's Eminem showing a bunch of people love.
What's up, niggas?
That's what I took D12 at in that album. But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But no, you did. No, yeah. But I was saying, like, yeah, but like, if you listen to their shit before that, like, they was on the same type shit. And if Eminem or whoever the hell is above him in the label was like, yo, we heard they shit, we like they shit, then they probably was like, yo, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We gonna do what we've been doing, we just gonna do it with a bigger budget. You know what I'm saying? Because I honestly, because I don't think I've seen any D12 videos from before Purple Pills. It probably isn't one that I know of.
There's probably like underground shit from them that they did.
But it would, but I would honestly think, I would imagine that it would be along the same type of line, even before all of that. And then,
no, because I'll Shit on You came out. They had a video for I Shit on You, and it was a perfect representation of D12. I'll Shit on You was one of Eminem's and D12 best fucking tracks together, and that's okay. So to make my explanation better, if they would have taken that same energy from I'll Shit on You and put it into a Purple Pills format type of thing with the neon lights and everything, then that would have been a better representation of who D12 is. Street niggas that really know how to fucking rap, that know about this shit, and are lyrically insane in what they say, but you don't always have to visualize everything you say. You have to keep some of that for the consumer's imagination to picture that. If you give them a visual, you're making them lazy. You're not making them think. Oh my God, can you imagine that? Can you imagine putting somebody in a truck or car and driving off a fucking bridge? Can you imagine?
So let me ask you this. Would you have appreciated the album more with no videos at all?
Yes.
And just let it be its own thing?
Yes.
Okay.
I would, if they would have not done no video and just put it as a album with one single but no video, and do it like a lyric video just to throw something out there to promo. If they would have done that, I could almost guarantee that it would have hit a lot harder than if they would have just not portrayed them. Because the first time that the world knew who they were was with Purple Pills. It wasn't with Bad Influence. The world didn't know who D12 was. The world knew who they were when Devil's Night came out with Purple Pills video. That's who they knew who D12 was. I just believe that was a bad representation in Shady Records' part of representing their artists the way they did. It would have been in a better way, yes, because lyrically I heard the album. It would have hit the streets harder than it did. It would have hit mainstream harder than it did. If they would have just kept it just audible, listen to what we got, tell them if you fuck with it.
So let me ask you this. So because you bring up a great ass point and that made me think. So why do you think is it that when it came, because they dropped around the same time. D12 and 50 dropped around the same time. Why do you think that that's not how Eminem moved when it came to 50 dropping his album and shit? Because In the Club wasn't on no goofy shit. Because
it's easier to manipulate a whole group than it is to manipulate one person that has the street sense and the hustle mentality that 50 Cent has. Not saying that D12 wasn't in the streets for real, but 50 Cent was a boss. They were workers in the street. 50 Cent was the boss in the street. He knew how to talk about money. He knew how to give the energy of the streets the proper way, and he lyrically had shit to back it up. 50 Cent was a completely different beast than a whole bunch of dudes clowning around talking crazy shit. 50 Cent was its own entity. So it's easier to manage 50 Cent, especially the type of person that 50 Cent was, than it is to manage 4, 5, 6 dudes that don't give a fuck and are just gonna do whatever. So he represented himself a little bit better.
Okay, I feel that.
That's why if you see how he took how 50 Cent, they said pretty much we're gonna let you be who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
And they let him loose. And that is why Get Rich or Die Trying at that moment was the top selling album and broke fucking records for that reason. Because they let him be who he is. You were hearing shit about 50 Cent about when he got shot, his family situation, his kid situation, all this shit. It was a personal album of this is who I am. Take it for what it is. D12 was, we're crazy rappers and we're from the fucking hood and we don't give a fuck.
But you know, D12 was playing characters at the same time. You know what I'm saying? They all had the split personality thing. Right. You know, started with Eminem.
For those that use that don't know, D12 is 12, knowing there's only 6 people in it. They each have their own alter ego. Eminem is Slim Shady. Dono Porter is
con artist.
Swifty McVeigh. I forgot his fucking name. There's so much of them, but they're split in between. That's where they get the 12. And Bugsy, rest in peace, Bugsy. Like he was part of D12 as well. And they made this
Proof was Dirty Harry. Proof
was Dirty Harry. Mr. Porter was no, he changed to Mr. Porter now.
He was con artist.
Denon. He was con artist, and now he's Mr. Porter. But I just feel that they didn't have enough. I don't know what energy. It's kind of like they were trying to recycle Eminem 6 different ways. With 6 different personalities.
I think what happened is I think Eminem was the one who more adapted their style. More so the other way around. Because also if you look at it around that time, that was when Eminem started talking gangster shit. That was when Eminem started to do-rag him. That was do-rag Eminem.
Oh, you know what? You bring a good point. You bring up a good because Eminem, that's like Devil's Night was the beginning with the do-rag, with the fitted cap and the jerseys and baggy ass clothes, and then G Unit came, and then he lost his fucking mind, and he started dressing like he was a real hood. Like it kind of that was the era of Eminem that I was just like, no, don't do that, like no, please don't do that, because I didn't want people to start putting him in the same avenue as Vanilla Ice, because it's like a white boy. And you're obviously dressing, but in my mind, I opened my eyes more, and I was just like, no, Eminem is dressing like niggas around his neighborhood is dressing. Like, he's from Detroit. Like, at the end of the day, this nigga was born and raised in the hood. So he's from Detroit.
He was actually out of his motherfucking mind. Like, he
was actually out of his fucking mind.
You want to go when Vanilla Ice was getting held over the balcony by Suge Knight, the nigga Eminem had to get told, don't fuck with him, don't do it. Eminem was scared of the same motherfucker anybody was scared of. Like
you heard the story, right? You heard that story about when Suge Knight came to one of 50 Cent's when they were recording in the club.
Yeah, Yayo told that story, I think. Was it Yayo?
It was Yayo that said the story. So for those of you that don't know, my man, damn, this weed is good as shit, bro. This shit's like fucking my brain up right now. Who the fuck we talking about?
Yayo telling them the Eminem
story. So, Suge Knight goes to, I think it's Detroit or L.A. I don't know which one it was. I think it was Detroit, but I'm not sure. He goes to Detroit when 50 Cent and Eminem are in the process of recording in the club. Some people tell everyone, hey, Suge Knight's outside, wants to come up. At that time, Suge Knight wanted to talk to 50 about maybe doing something. Eminem came downstairs with a bulletproof vest and faced Suge Knight and every Mexican that he could find in L.A. Now remember, it was L.A. because he came with every Mexican that he could find in L.A. Eminem came down there dully by himself just to tell you what mind frame this motherfucker was in at that time. When he made that song, I Just Don't Give a Fuck, he did not give a fuck. It was
Wasn't
either you were
lying.
gonna. It was either you're not coming in, and if you think you are, you're gonna have to kill me first, because I ain't playing that bullshit. So instead of all the gangsters from New York that were in that studio coming outside, Eminem said, "I got this. I'm going." So when you tell me Eminem ain't got the Dante, Eminem ain't got the balls, he's not the. He deserved to wear the do rag and the hat and the jersey because he was a real nigga. If you want to keep it
Yeah.
100, he was a
Yeah.
real nigga. So like, let's not get that
Durag
shit twisted
was a
because
problem.
now he's sober and he's a father and he's paying attention to more adult shit. Don't get it twisted. Back in the day, M was fucking insane. There was motherfuckers. There was people that they did not want to see this nigga on site. It was going to be a problem if you saw M
With the
on site.
motherfucking bounce to 6'2". Yeah, that nigga was crazy. That nigga was crazy.
He was nuts. He was fucking nuts, bro. That nigga was nuts. But at the end of the day, I think Eminem should just stick to rapping, leave the business shit, and find somebody that can run it right, and just stick to the rapping part of it. He's not a good, in my eyes, he was lucky with 50 Cent, and it's because he had Dre's help with it.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna use this as a segue. So, who are your favorite rapper run labels?
Rapper run labels,
Yeah.
Terror Squad.
Okay.
I want to say Rockefeller, but
Come on, you don't. You got to. You kind of got to.
I'll put Rockefeller in it. I'll put Rockefeller in it because at the end of the day, Rockefeller was the biggest record label in the fucking world, bro. I don't care what they do. Where J. Cole at?
Dreamville.
Them. Aftermath.
Yeah,
Aftermath. I'm not even saying Aftermath because it's shady. Aftermath have produced a lot of good fucking artists. So, in general, and I gotta say it. Don't hurt me. I don't think I should say it, man.
You gonna? I wonder if you gonna say what I think you gonna say.
I don't want to say it, man. I don't want to.
Do it start with an M?
Huh?
Do it start with an M?
Yes, it does. It absolutely starts. It's Murder Inc.
I knew it.
Murder. I have to put Murder Inc. in the top 5 because you cannot avoid success. You can't avoid what they did. You can't take that out of history. You can't. No matter how the fuck you feel about Ja and Gotti and all the rest of them, they had a record label that was strong. They had a record label that took over. They had Ashanti. They had a lot of artists out of there. Artists came out of there from every direction. I'm bugging. Birdman. I forgot to mention my man Birdman.
Cash Money, yeah.
Cash Money Records. But I think the reason why I wouldn't put it, you know why the reason I wouldn't put that, because I wasn't raised on down south rap. I was raised in New York rap. So in New York, Cash Money Records was known, but they were pushing Rockefeller. They were pushing a lot of other fucking New York rappers, publication and record labels more in New York than it was Cash Money. The only one to me that stood out, to be honest with you, was Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was the only one in Cash Money that came out of there that I was like, Juvenile was fire. Juvenile was fire, but he had a different style where Lil Wayne was more lyrically advanced than a lot of those niggas that were in Cash Money.
Yeah, I feel that.
That's why I want to put it like you got one good nigga out of a lot of decent niggas. That's what you have from Cash Money, and then I don't know how you feel as a Drake is, but
Drake is a goat. We can't take that away from him. Drake is a goat. I will make that argument.
Drake to me should. I think Drake is a good artist in the sense of he's checked all the boxes when it comes to being an artist. I don't like that he moves one way but there's a lot of things thrown at him with facts, and it gives me like he's has a two-faced type of personality. Because I know Drake for forever. I focused on what he did for battle rap. I focused on all that shit that he was doing, and all the negative that was said about him. I was just ignoring because I was like, yo, all this positive is impossible. All this positive is impossible. I don't look at an artist. If I'm going to spend my money and I'm going to spend my time to support an artist, I'm not going to just support him because I like one of his songs. I'm going to support him because as an individual, you are what you say you are, and you represent that in your music. You represent that in your giving to the community, and you're giving to your fans, and you do all that. That's how I look at an artist. So as an artist, I love Drake. I for some reason, I don't know why, his rapping, I just cannot sink my teeth in it to the point where I could say I love his rap. I love his R&B shit. His singing, amazing. I fucking love it. But for some reason, his rapping, I don't see the believability in a lot of shit that he says that pushes me off of his rap.
See, I'm like the opposite. I think people give Drake way too much credit as far as like thinking that he talks about like maybe like a lot of street shit or shit, because he really doesn't. Like when I listen to Drake, and this is one of the reasons why I started listening to him, because I was a Drake hater up until Nothing Was the Same, his third album. I heard it, and then I was like, oh, okay, this shit is fine. And what it made me realize was Drake is one of them rappers who like is overly personal. Like, and when I say overly personal, like when he raps shit, like he puts like real names, real addresses, real places. Like, matter of fact, on that album, I don't know if you remember this or not. It was like because it was like on TMZ and everything. He said something about a girl, like Bria from Hooters on Peachtree or something. Nigga, the internet went and found her. They found where she.
I remember that. I remember watching the TMZ clip on that shit. And,
yeah.
And the first thing I said, oh man, Drake is fucked up. That's a fucked up thing to do, bro. Like to throw somebody's information out like that. Nigga, like, god damn, bro. And that's the type of shit that I'm talking about. I'm like, just like, bro, like, what are you doing?
But that's your story though. Like it might be a little, you know what I'm saying, if you being too honest. But then at the same time, it's like this is everybody say keep it real. Everybody be like, when you in your music, keep this shit real. Like there's nothing realer than that.
So what do you think?
And that's why when I listen to his rap, I admire that part of it, the introspection. The street shit, the gangster shit, that's sprinkled far and few in between. 9 times out of 10, he's talking about some shit on his rap shit that is way more relatable than people give credit to.
And I could possibly be one of those people that I'm just not giving him the credit. But let me ask you a question then. These claims and the way these people talking about Drake having ghostwriters. As an MC that writes your own shit, how do you feel? You say you fuck with Drake, you say that Drake is the GOAT. How do you feel about people slandering him over having ghostwriters? And then I'll tell you what I think about ghostwriting.
I think it's a lot of uneven, you know what I'm saying, or inconsistent feelings about it. Because one, with Drake and the ghostwriter situation, for me, it's different only because we know Drake can write. We know Drake can rap because he's written hits for other niggas. He's like, and this shit is like, it's documented, it's facts. What I will criticize about him having ghostwriters is, to me, that just means he's lazy. I can't take away his ability that he actually does have just because he's too lazy to actually show it. So for me, it's like it's not the same as like an Eazy-E who didn't write a single fucking line or rap anything, but people still put him in the a legendary group category and don't exclude him for the ghostwriter conversation.
Right.
Every era of Dr. Dre, he's had a ghostwriter. Whoever the hell he was working with at that time, ghostwriting. Snoop in the beginning, ghostwriting for him. Kendrick, ghostwriting. Eminem, ghostwriting. Yeah.
50,
like, so,
50 Cent wrote for Dre too.
Facts. 50 wrote for him. So it's like, it's kind of weird when people just completely would try to discredit Drake for that. When we know like fucking 30 Hours by Kanye West from The Life of Pablo. That's a rap song. The bars, lines, all of that. Drake wrote that. Drake wrote all of that. And it's like, so I will, you know what I'm saying, give people like, okay, the benefit, like, yeah, you want to say he's lazy as fuck, I will give you that. But to take away credit for like, oh, he don't rap or he can't rap, I can't do that because he's proven it. Even when Wayne said it back in the day, him and Drake both wrote on Detox, so Drake is wrote for Drake too. So it's like
the way I see ghostwriting, I think I said this on the video too, is I don't see anything wrong with it being used in specific ways in hip hop. If you're going to battle somebody, ghostwriting is a no. Absolutely not. You get an X for that. You lose automatically. I don't care how fire it was. You lose, in my mind, automatically because of that. Because if you're not putting the effort to go at this nigga, when this nigga is putting the effort to go at you, then it's not even playing field. You got somebody else to write your shit. You didn't put your soul, and battling somebody is more than just coming up with catchy punchlines and all that. It's about syllabic acrobatics. It's about going in and just coming with flow and cadences and really, really diving into getting into this nigga, like getting him the fuck out of here. But when it comes to the whole Drake situation and I said it, I was like, as long as Drake doesn't use ghostwriting to battle somebody,
yeah,
I don't give a fuck what he does. I think ghostwriting is those people are very valuable to the culture. There's a lot of songs that are popping, that are #1 hits, that are all ghostwriters. There's people that are making millions and millions and millions of dollars off of a ghostwriter writing something for somebody else. The reason why ghostwriters exist is either they don't want the light, they don't want to be in the light, but they have a skill that nobody has, so they'll write for somebody that can actually deliver it properly, or a person that is, I don't want the light, I'm here for a check, I'll write for you, this is my fee. And I can guarantee it's going to be something fire. And then they're going to write for me. That's how I see a ghostwriter, so it's essential. Because then let's take all the ghostwriters, including Drake, let's take all these ghostwriters out of here. You're not going to have hip-hop. You're not going to have what we have right now. It's gonna dis-a-fucking-peer. Because a lot of these fire-ass rappers, like Drake, like you said it, I will never take anything away from Drake. I recognize that Drake is a very, very good rapper. I recognize what he brings to the culture. I don't agree with a lot of shit that he does. Some of the things that the way he moves sometimes, and all the allegations against him. A lot of those allegations are, I'm scared to say, it's too factual to ignore it and shit like that. So as a person, a consumer looking at hip hop, Drake is absolutely needed for the culture. He is one of those that did a lot for this culture, and you cannot deny what he brought to the game when he actually, like you said, sat there and wrote majority of his shit.
Yeah.
So you can't really take him out the game like that. It's just one of those things that is like, I don't know why, I just can't, for some reason. I don't know, it's his voice. I don't know what it is. I cannot get into his rap. I can't get into.
In your personal time, listen to Scary Hours 3. It's a short EP he dropped. It's nothing but rap. It's just him, like soul samples and boom bap shit that came out last year. After everybody was complaining that he don't rap enough, he turned around and he dropped the EP where he was just snapping. And yo, check that out in your personal time, and then let me know.
And you know what? I am definitely going to do that because I take your advice very seriously when it comes to like music. People dropping albums and showing me new shit. I can't say I was a Drake. Now I'm good. I wasn't a fan of his, but I will listen to that, and I will give him another shot to put him into my playlist to see where you're coming from. I'm willing to do that. I'm a very Drake, like, fuck Drake. I don't like Drake. Fuck that nigga. I respect him, but fuck him. I'm not gonna listen to his music. I'm not supporting it. But since you are telling me what you're telling me, and you fighting a good case, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna listen to that one because I'm gonna tell you honest. I listen to a very, very few Drake songs to really come up with an actual conclusion about Drake. To be honest with you, so. Yeah. I'm wrong, and I'll go ahead and I'll give Drake a listen, and I'll start going back to his. And I'm just gonna do it on my own time. I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. I'm just gonna do it on my own time, and I'm gonna go ahead and start really listening to his music. But I'm gonna start off with that mixtape though.
Definitely, yeah. It's one of them things where it's like I get where people be coming from. Whether it's a personal issue they have, like shit that they see him do, or just on a musical standpoint. Because like I said, I didn't like any of that nigga shit in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to actually listen to one of these niggas, and it might be a biased thing because that's his most southern sounding album. He took a lot of influence from like Texas and chopping screw music on that album, and that's what I came up on. So it's like it might be a little bit of a bias with that shit, but it's dope. It's cool. I couldn't get that nigga to, I couldn't knock that nigga out of the, and me being a ghostwriter myself, so it is what
now
it is.
let me ask you a question about that. Now that you said that you were a ghostwriter, then I have a final question about this subject, and if you want, we can move on to something else. I do probably need to get off around 6 o'clock to get done with the other three. So if that's fine with you, I'm good until 6.
I'll let you know. Yeah, I'm good for right
now. What was I saying? You see, I gotta stop smoking, bro.
Damn, hold on, let me think, because I'm doing the same shit. What the fuck were we just talking about?
I fucking totally forgot, man. I wanted to say that before I forgot. I wanted to say that before I forgot. Oh my goodness! Look, listen. If it comes back, if it comes out that what K-Dot said about Drake was 100% true, fuck Drake. I don't care how good of a rapper he is. I'm not gonna support him. But if it's just some battle rap shit, and it's just on some battle rap shit, that's why it's being said. Just whatever, because people are saying, "Oh, K-Dot's." I think K-Dot won, but people are saying no to me. But that's my own personal opinion.
Hey, look, a lot of the battle rap, the URL battle rappers and such, a lot of them niggas said Drake won, and I feel like this for the same reason I said it. Just Kendrick didn't bar it enough. And I feel like you gotta have bars to win a battle, not just things that people want to go Google and find information about.
But in that argument, are we looking in it and the way battle rap is, the format that battle rap is now, or are we looking at it as mainstream beef? Because that's what I learned about both.
I feel like in this battle, a lot of liberties was taken as far as how people were judging shit. Because there was a lot of situations in this battle that people were taking or giving away points for things that nobody ever did before. I seen people say the Family Matters would have been better if Drake just rapped at Kendrick or he shouldn't have took shots at anybody else. And I'm like, but nobody said this about No Vaseline. And nobody said this shit about Hit 'Em Up. They still ranked it. Eminem hasn't had a diss track that I can think of where he didn't at least mention somebody the fuck else other than the main target he was dissing in the song. But it's like when we get to this point, and then if you like, I know you said you didn't really pay attention to it, but like I said earlier, around that time when Drake dropped his last album, people were complaining about you need to rap more. You need to rap again. Like, you ain't got to do the sing song and shit like Drake. We need a rap album. We need a rap album. So he dropped the Scary Hours when he was rapping. And then he got into a beef with a rapper and then started rapping. And then they gave points to the catchier, simpler song for the win. It was weird. Like, it's a lot of shit got switched up and shit just wasn't consistent as far as how people have been judging diss tracks throughout, you know what I'm saying, as far as I can remember. With, you know what I'm saying? And even if it was...
To me, Not Like Us wasn't the best diss track of all of them. Not Like Us was a party song, and it was on purpose. It was the K-Dot, not the only one that could do it, and he did have bars in it. It wasn't like it was lack of bars. He was barring out, but not as much as Drake. You're right, but in to me the best one was Meet the Grams. That to me was the best one.
That's the one that I hate the absolute most.
What?
I throw Meet the Grams completely like in the street. Like
I think because one of my favorite rappers is Arsenal. One of my favorite battle rappers is Arsenal. And I think that was just the biggest sign of disrespect that you're gonna go and talk to his family about this nigga. That to me, it was that angle that he took. It was a very strategic angle, and I like the way he did it. Because before that, you said it, Drake wasn't mentioning him. He was talking about everybody else. And he's like, all right, then I'm going to talk to people too. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to talk to everybody else. But he took it in another angle.
But they gave Kendrick points for it. And they took points away from Drake for doing the same thing. Most of Meet the Grams, Kendrick wasn't talking to Drake.
But it would look at the angle that he took. He took that angle that he wasn't talking to me on this track, and I'm going to flip it on you, and I am going to talk to your family. It was still about Drake. It was more, I'm talking to you guys about Drake. And it was more personal because he was using family members. He wasn't using peers around him. He wasn't using everything else. He was going at home with him with this. That's why, to me, it hit harder to me because of that twist that K-Dot took. That's my own personal opinion. To me, I think lyrically it was good. I didn't say Drake was trash. Drake was fucking amazing in this shit. It was a real test of the pen. In my opinion, they both did amazing fucking jobs. I just think that K-Dot had more momentum in my view of how everything went down. If you see it chronologically ordered, the way it went down, to me, he had more momentum towards the ending of it, and then he killed it with Not Like Us, and the way that shit blew up in social media, blew that song up even more, is why I think it had a bigger impact as a diss track. But to me, I think he took it like that. I'll give the credit to Drake because, you know, it was, okay, he is rapping in this shit, but it was more, I got more of K-Dot checking more of the boxes off for me as a full battle presentation.
That's why, I thought the exact opposite when it came to Meet the Grams, because on Meet the Grams, he didn't showcase anything that would win a battle to me in that song. And I didn't. It was straightforward, and I get what he was doing, but. And this is a complaint that I've always had with Kendrick. I'm a bigger Kendrick fan than I am of Drake. Like, I'm talking like Good Kid, Mad City, and before type shit. But I've never looked at Kendrick as a barsmith. Kendrick has incredible songwriting. Kendrick has incredible flow, delivery. He has incredible vocabulary. But like bar for bar, I've never put Kendrick like that. He's not venomous like that. So when you have a situation in a battle where you have to be venomous in order to win, he didn't bring that. I didn't hear that. He had sprinkles of it on Euphoria, on Not Like Us, but
Right.
when you throw out Meet the Grams, which is, I don't remember how long that damn song was, of the
It was a
same
long ass
loop,
motherfucker.
but of
Long-ass
the same loop with no variations, the same tone of voice, nothing, there was no dynamic for it. There was nothing that made me want to ever listen to it again. And so I felt what he was doing.
I see what you're saying. You and obviously a lot of other people wanted for it to be a bar fest. You wanted it to be bar for bar. Let's go at it with these words.
So who's the better rapper?
Right. And K. Dot took the avenue of, I'm gonna hit you personally. I'm gonna hit you in the numbers. I'm gonna hit you in this. I'm gonna hit you in that. And he was taking another different angle. I think lyrically, K. Dot is obviously better than Drake, lyrically. But if you're looking at it in a battle rap point of view, like in battle rap, in URL, in the way it's known to us now, then you can't say that, yeah, Drake did win when it came to lyrically coming at somebody. K. Dot didn't take that route. K. Dot took a more entertainment route, and I'm going to blow this up and kill you in a different way that it has nothing to do with me lyrically barring you out. That's why Meet the Grams was like in face value shit that he was saying. He wasn't really doing anything crazy because he was trying.
About you.
He was
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You threw me off, motherfucker. You threw me off.
My bad.
You already know how hard it is for me to fuck. That's why I talk so goddamn fucking much and long. Because if I stop talking and you do some crazy shit like that, it throws me off to whatever the fuck we were talking about.
That was the standout part of that song. I'm sorry. That was the standout part of the song to me. My bad, man.
But anyways, final thoughts. You think Drake won the battle?
Yeah, I think he won the rap battle. I think he lost the popularity contest, but he won the rap battle.
Fair enough. That is fair as fuck. That's exactly, because to me that's exactly what I think happened. I just think that that's what I think happened now. I've always thought, but this is the reason why we have these conversations. You brought up a lot of good points about Drake that I didn't really focus on, and now I'm going to listen to more Drake on my personal time, and then I'm going to revisit the battle and see how I feel after a couple of months of me not really focusing on the battle as what it came out to be, but more now let's hear it in more of a bar sense. Lyrically, let's see how we go at it, and then I'll revisit to see. But for now, I still think K. Dot won.
Hey, yeah, I think I'll have the argument with anybody who want to have that argument, but I understand why people say Kendrick won. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, and I said it at the very beginning, if anything, like at the very, very most, it was kind of a tie musically. It was kind of a tie for me. Like they both had high points, they both had low points. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like Euphoria.
Can we agree that overall this was good for the culture?
Oh, it was great for the culture. I loved it. I loved every single minute of it. It made people that not afraid to rap again. It made people not afraid to contest somebody lyrically. Like,
Right.
and I don't know if statistically the shit is true or not, but I know there's been a lot more diss tracks than actual rappers dying in the street in this
Well,
since the battle.
actually, since you bring that up, there was a statistic that they made. They put a poll up in freaking where was it? It was one of these big, huge podcast uh, pages that talk about it, and they put a poll up, and they said what started the 2024 rap beef, and 100, I think it was like 100 something million people said that the rap beef, this whole 2024 rap beef started with the whole Eminem going at Benzino. And that's when everything started opening up. And that's when everybody started feeling comfortable coming out and battling. Because that's when the game came out. That's when K. Dot and Drake came out. Right after Eminem went at Benzino on that, that's when everybody started going at everybody else.
But I see that. I can see that.
But I think the biggest highlight of the beefs in 2024 was Kendrick and Drake. I think that's the biggest battle of everything that happened.
Shit, that was the biggest battle of like the last 15 years.
There was 45 niggas going at Eminem. Eminem didn't say nothing, not one of them, on a fucking actual like full diss track. So like, and then you had all the independent rapper scene started blowing up with the battles. You and pretty much every other rapper in YouTube was going at somebody at some point in 2024. So it opened up battle rap a lot. It opened up a lot of shit. And there was a guy. It was the most dopest thing that happened to me, bro. It was right after Not Like Us. You remember when the Not Like Us wave started dipping and it started calming down? So in that time frame, independent rapper hit me up. And he was like, look, you know about this battle stuff. I'm a rapper, and I usually he's like an NF rapper. He's like a more personal type of rapper. But there was a guy that's coming at him lyrically, and he doesn't know how to go at it. He doesn't know how to approach it. He doesn't know how to do anything. And I said, go watch battle rap. That was my answer to him.
Yeah.
These are the 5 artists that I would go and go, and I listen to some of his music and everything, and he's fucking lyrically, he's fucking amazing, but he does more of that personal music than guns and all this other stuff. So I told him these are the 5 rappers that I would listen to in battle rap. Loaded Lux, Daylight, Pat Stay, Charlie Clips, rest in peace, Pat Stay, Charlie Clips, and Geechee Gotti. I was like, I would listen to those 5 rappers and start really seeing how they do it in this battle rap stuff when it comes to word flipping, doing all that shit. And
see, your list is exactly like mine except for one person.
Who?
Your 5 is there. I would trade Surf for Geechee.
That I could see why, because Surf is he's like another one of those rappers, bro. He checks every single fucking box. Performance, attitude, lyrically amazing. I could see that. I like more Geechee's storytelling.
Yeah.
And being the fact that this guy was more of a storyteller, I thought Geechee would probably be a better example of how to storytell when you're trying to go at somebody lyrically. So that's why I picked him. Those aren't my top personal 5, but these are the 5 that I think, because Murda Mook came up with personals in this battle rap shit. He's the one that made personals a thing in this battle rap shit. Lyrically, when it comes to more metaphors and shit, Loaded Lux is one of the best to do it. Daylight is one of the best to do it. So I told him that's the people that I would start listening to and start trying to get your inspiration from them. to how to put this down on a beat and all this other shit. So a couple months passed by, and he wrote something. I heard it and I was like, if you don't put this on YouTube, I will. I was like, that ass, bro, when I tell you, it was like he merged, because if you listen to his regular music, it's 100% lyrical but storytelling. It's 100% storytelling, but lyrical as fuck. When I heard this, not only didn't sound like himself no more, he literally came up with like an alter ego of another nigga. And it was a different rapper. He was not the same rapper. He was completely different. I put out the track, and for some reason it got copywritten and it blocked his channel, and it gave him a fucking strike, and now he lost his fucking channel. So I told him the minute that he has his channel back up, and as soon as he starts loading up all the music that he had in his old channel, let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll react to your shit. So like that, you know, people could know who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
His rapper name is Excalibur.
Excalibur. Okay.
Yeah.
Link me to some of his shit on IG.
Yeah. I'll send you all his shit on IG. But when it comes to like, that's what battle rap is about. That's what it is. It's if you're a student in the game and you don't know what battle rap is, then you're not a student in the game. You have to study every aspect of rap. You have to study everything that rap has to offer. When it comes to beatboxing, when it comes to DJ competitions, when it comes to breakdancing, when it comes to graffiti, when it comes to the actual street life, all that aspect, you have to understand where all that came from in order for you to really truly understand what the fuck rap is.
Right. I agree. You got to know where the fuck you been to know where the fuck you going. And that's what I always be trying to tell people, bro. Like, it's if you want to get like a lot more knowledge of like hip hop in a more palatable way, instead of trying to, you know what I'm saying, digest 50 years of music super fucking fast, watch some documentaries.
Yeah.
Go watch some go back, and especially like if you battle rap specifically, the Beef DVDs.
Beef DVDs are the best.
Facts.
Try to find them. Try to download. I don't think I was trying to look for Beef. They're all on YouTube. Because I've been trying to find the 50 Cent Beef one, and I can't fucking find it nowhere.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
All right, so yeah, if you really want to get in it, like Beef is like the book of these battles and beefs that happened back in the day. That's the Bible of battle rap was beefs. And then you got your URLs and your King of the Dots and all that other shit. And like now, dude, I was so happy to find out that Hitman Holla came out with a fucking battle league.
Yeah. Hey, Hitman was my first favorite battle rapper.
Really?
When I really got into the URL shit, I'm outside of like, cause down here in Oklahoma, we didn't know shit about that. We didn't know shit about like the come up DVDs and shit like that. Like we didn't get that. So when we first started getting the internet and got into, you know what I'm saying, seeing outside battle rap and shit, yeah, Hitman was my first favorite.
My first battle rap that I saw was Freeway. That was the first battle where he was battling. It was Freeway.
Put on the beat.
Fuck, who was he battling?
Cassidy.
I forgot the dude that it wasn't. Was it Cassidy? Yeah, it was Cassidy.
Yeah,
it absolutely was Cassidy. I'm bugging. When he battled Cassidy, that was the first one, and that was like in 2000. My first like URL battle, video on YouTube that I seen battle rap was that. But it was the same, but it was different because I was used to the battle rap of these niggas are in the corner in the block and they're just going at it. That was what to me battle rap always was. And then I started to see, these niggas are recording this shit now. And it was like I forgot what year. It was early on. I think like 2010, 2011, around there. I think it was. And I started getting more deeper into it. But then I figured out who the fuck Charlie Clips was.
Clips is a fucking goat, bro.
And when I heard Charlie Clips, my nigga, when I heard Charlie Clips' first battle, my first battle that I heard of Charlie Clips was when he was going with Tay-Rock. When it was him and Tay-Rock. Back the first battle they had. Oh, that was under Lions Den with Loaded Lux.
Lions Den.
K-Dot was a baby. K-Dot was a baby, bro. I'm gonna find it. We're gonna play it now. Fuck it. I played it in one of my lives. I'm gonna show it to you right now.
Bet that. Cause I'm like, cause Clips is one of them niggas, bro. Like, this nigga doesn't even have to be serious to body.
He doesn't. And that's why, because you look at my personality. Look how I am. I resonated more with Charlie Clips than any other battle rapper. I that's my favorite. I don't think he's the best battle rapper. Let me get that straight. I don't think he's the best one to do it. My top battle rapper lyrically to do it is Loaded Lux. That's my go-to. That's who I go to when it comes to who's the most lyrical out there. But when my favorite it's Charlie Clips. He's one of the best freestylers out there. He's one of the funniest niggas out there. Him and Goods are a fucking riot together.
I was just about to bring that up. How they did Arsenal and Shotgun Shrug was fucking wild.
They did them dirty, bro. They did them dirty.
With all jokes.
All joke, because you know why? Everybody, that was their first debut. Hold on. That was their first debut. And it being their first debut as a team, everybody was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna take them because they're gonna joke around all the time. I'm not gonna take them now. I want to really lyrically go at each other. They're gonna play around. They're gonna do this." And look how Shotgun Suge and Arsenal came at them, bars and flips and all that, and all the lyrical normal shit. And these niggas are having fun on stage, bro. And they got them. They got them.
Hey, when he said we was inside his pocket, nigga, I died.
It was amazing. Man, and Shotgun got he swung on that nigga. He went, yo, chill, relax, my nigga, chill.
Yeah.
That shit was. Now on their second one, who do you think won? Did you think Hitman Holla and what the fuck's this guy's name? Freckleface nigga. John the Don. You think who you think won in that one in their second appearance together?
I think Clips got that. I think Clips is good about that. Are you talking about the tag battle or them versus each other?
No. When it was the tag battle, when it was Hitman Holla and John the Don and Charlie Clips and Goods.
Yeah, Clips and Goods. Yeah, Clips and Goods got that one again. That was actually around the time where Hitman started falling on my list. That was around the time he started falling on my list. That was a solid battle, but I think John did more of the heavy lifting.
Gotcha.
In that battle.
I also agree that I think Charlie Clips and Goods did take that. I mean, the majority got the other ones winning. They got Hitman Holla and John winning, but I think Charlie Clips and Goods did maybe even better. Charlie third on that battle was fucking amazing. His third on that fucking second one was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like those are Charlie Clips' best 2 third rounds. I believe is in those two. When it came to a tag team thing, because Charlie Clips has done like tag team with almost everybody in battle rap.
Yeah,
he's done it with a lot of people. I think the best 2 were the Goods, because Goods compliments Charlie Clips in the sense of the both of them niggas joke around all the time. So now putting it into bar form, it's even funnier. It's more entertaining. And you're going at two other niggas that are like lyrically trying to kill you, and you over here like brushing it off like it's nothing, like oh whatever, like you just that in the third or whatever.
Goods with the drink,
Yeah, goods with the drink, and then he had the Fitbit, and he spun that Fitbit like I could do it without the Henny. Come on, dog. So this is like Charlie Clips and Tay Rock. This is the first battle. This was the what's it called? Lions Den with Freeze. Remember Freeze? Sub-Zero?
Yeah.
So this is Sub-Zero and Loaded Lux. They came together and did Lions Den. And this was at a barbershop, I think it was. A barbershop or a bar. It was one of those two things. And they're doing Charlie Clip versus Tay Rock. Tay Rock came from Baltimore, drove down, had car trouble to get to this fucking battle. Because he was going against Charlie Clips. And he didn't know who the fuck Charlie Clips was. They just called him up and said, yo, I got a battle for you. This is the address. It's tonight at this is the time. He got in his car and just headed that way. He didn't know who he was battling. He didn't know who Charlie Clips was. He didn't have time to prepare. He didn't have any of that shit. And according to what people are saying, I don't know if it's true or not, because when you ask Charlie Clips, he jokingly says it, so he hasn't given a legit answer. But he says that half of the shit that he was saying in this was freestyled, was all off the top of the head.
I believe it.
So, but now me knowing what Charlie Clips does, it could be a possibility that it was, but he never gave a definitive answer whether it was a full freestyle or not. So it's kind of iffy in that sense, but I wouldn't put it past him if it was.
But I say the way he be freestyling them third rounds and still body and shit, I wouldn't put it past him.
Look what he did to Gotti. Look what he did to Geechee Gotti.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
main event shit.
shout out to the
I
GOAT.
go to the left of me, I go to the right of me. They introduce themselves. You flip the coin, you get it started. Man.
Can you hear it?
So to the left of me. Talk about
But, you already know it's your boy Charlie Clips, man. 42nd Linux from 7th down to 8th Ave. Too deep, it makes corporation. We here, man. Let's just get it going, man. I'm back. That's it, man.
and to the right of me.
You already know. T-Rock, call me Mr. Maryland, where I'm from. You already know. Can we get it in? Harlem. It's like my second home. After Fight Club.
Yeah.
I'm here. Let's get it in. It's T-Rock. The kid's still pitching the pack.
This was Fight
Still
Club?
in the kitchen whipping the crack. Tell
No.
this little nigga relax.
No. This is Lions Den. This is Loaded Lux's thing.
Okay. Okay, because you said Fight Club, and I was like, what? Yeah, okay.
No, because Tay Rock, I think Tay Rock was like one of the niggas that brought up Fight Club and shit like that. So, but this is like Loaded Lux trying to do something. He had DJ K Slay. K Slay also had his hand in it. K Slay was helping them, manage it and publicize it to make something big out of it. So it was Loaded Lux, K Slay, and Sub-Zero. That all three came together to try to do this. Like going on, and their idea was going to black-owned businesses and rap and doing that there to publicize the business, to help the community out, but also come out with some dope-ass rappers and shit like that. His main dogs, Loaded Lux's lineup was Arsenal, Goods, and what's my man's name from New York? Fuck. Not Av. It wasn't Av. It wasn't Av. I forgot his fucking name, bro. Ice.
Okay.
So it was Ice, Arsenal, and Goods that were their main three rappers on there. Charlie Clips was a floater. Charlie Clips wasn't down with anybody. He was just rapping wherever he was gonna rap. So that's what made Charlie Clips different. People were looking for him. He wasn't over there trying to join no group or anything like that. They were just looking for him. So Loaded Lux heard about Charlie Clips, heard him rap, and said, yo, I need you to come down the lines and I got a battle for you. It's this nigga Tay Rock. And then boom, and then he told Tay Rock, yo, I got somebody to battle, because Loaded Lux thought it would be a dope battle watching them rap because he heard Tay Rock before. But this is not This is not URL Tay-Rock. This is baby Tay-Rock. He's just starting. So his bars are good. Are like, you could see that he's gonna evolve to be a dope rapper, but you could tell this is the very beginning of his shit.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Charlie Clips was way over qualified for this battle, man.
I ain't gonna lie to you. The big ass word MexicanTank.com kind of is the
His big homie is a bitch in the trap. He can't visit his mom's without dipping the
My
cat.
nigga, I've watched this battle rap. This video, I've watched it 300 times, and I've never noticed Mexican taint in the bottom. I'm dead ass with you, bro. I have never noticed that shit. Oh my god!
I was sitting here thinking, what other ways could Tank be used for this website? Like it got a battle rap on it, but it's called Mexican Tank. Like what is a Tank?
That has to be the website of the business that they were promoting.
That is funny. I'm scared to search that.
They gotta have to.
Main event shit.
Yo, my nigga, intro videos back in the day were horrible, bro. Intro videos were horrible from back in the day, bro.
Them motherfuckers was in a prototype stage. Niggas didn't get it right yet. They didn't get it right yet.
You know how we do? I go to the left of me, I go to the right of me. They introduce themselves. We flip the coin. We get it started, man.
Come on, bitch.
That Mexican Tank.
Man, ever since
Got me
freaking
silly high.
Milton hit, bro, my internet's been working funny, bro. It's been so fucking slow. It's crazy.
Red bone on my bench, you when I willy by. Even tipsy or sober, you know I ain't a friendly guy. If a bitch steal from me, I'ma clap her like Remy Ma. This nigga say he gon' ride, but I bet he phony. He won't come through that cave disrespecting.
See, that bar was hard with the Remy Ma one because that was when Remy Ma did time when she was in jail.
Yeah.
Say he gon' ride, but I bet he phony. He won't come through that cave disrespecting homies. I leave him extra holy. You know the tech is on me, ripping your vest, turning your chest to a pepperoni. If he lived through that, he'll have detectives on me. So I gotta bust this nigga head before the testimony. I'm the godfather. Why bother? You bugging to that tech is used like a flash swatter. I'm more like a Maserati, you a Dodge Charger. I blow you out of this world like Luke Skywalker. Step in the hoop, fresh off the stoop. I leave him hanging like a nut off the hoop. You don't smell me, you can tell I'm the truth. Instrumental or acapella, you through. I shit on tracks. Go and smell in the booth. But Duke, battling niggas, this is what I do. Put the ratchet to niggas, the 4/5 is what I use. If I see you in that scope and rifle view, I snap.
So you see how everything that he's saying right now is it could go to anybody. Like what he's rapping like could go to anybody. That shows you. This is the infant stage of rap. This is when you didn't know who you had to have verses, clips in your mind, ready to go at any moment. But when you are able to freestyle like Charlie Clips, this is why Charlie Clips won this one. It's because he was way more advanced. Because all he needs is your name and where you from, and he could flip that 1,500 fucking ways and make you look crazy. And that's what won it for him. Now the second one, I like to see his progression because right now my favorite rapper is Tay-Rock. Tay-Rock is killing shit right now, left and fucking right.
Hey, yeah, Tay-Rock is on the motherfucking tear, bro. I saved them last 3 battles he was in on my motherfucking playlist. I ain't even seen them motherfuckers yet because I've been focused on writing my own shit and shit. But nah, Tay-Rock done moved up into like current battle Rushmore right now.
Right.
Like Tay-Rock does all the shit that he be talking, that's light and shit. Like that nigga be roasting these niggas, bro.
Like when he went against Big K. Oh my God, bro! Like I've never seen that was a better Tay-Rock than Dracula. Than Moot.
That was this year. That was this year, right?
That was this year. Yeah.
I think that's one of the ones I didn't see. Either right.
Which one? The Big K?
Yeah,
that was
Big K.
That was Tay-Rock's first appearance in King of the Dot.
Was that after the Battle Rap League collapsed for a second? Hold on. Yeah, hold on, because YouTube will tell me if I seen it. Nah. This is a month ago. No, I haven't seen this one yet at all.
Yeah, dude. When you have time, when you got your chill time and shit, smoke yourself a fucking nice joint and prepare yourself for, like, you know what? You haven't watched it.
I'm about to say I'll watch it tonight when I'm at work. I'll do shit, but try not to go to sleep.
Bet. Watch it when you're at work, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It is, I think, Battle of the Year. In my opinion, is Battle of the Year overall. Through every single platform. Every single platform, I think that was Battle of the Year.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to watch that. Because I'm gonna want to discuss this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Back to the niggas, the 4/5 is what I use. If I see you in that scope and rifle view, I sniper dudes. I'm a bomb waiting to explode, nigga, light the fuse. You got me quite confused, nigga, I'm very nice. I kill niggas in this battle shit and don't spare a life. Talk shit, I air the pipe. You go to hell or paradise. I take him to the cliff, shit. Hope you ain't scared of heights. I push him off a cliff. This nigga won't ride again. Why you let this fucking antelope in the lion's den? Lucky I don't bust his cantaloupe in the lion's den. I embarrass niggas, make them go home and try again. Hey, man.
And granted is very, very biased because they're in New York and there's nothing but New York niggas in there. So they always go on route for this nigga Charlie Clip. So it was very biased back in the day like that.
Facts.
Like a low key, I don't know if you saw it or not, I don't know if you missed it or not. When they right there, right where the video's at right now, that nigga pulled out a gun out of his side and he put it under his jacket. just to let you know, just to let you know what type of neighborhood this is. That man right there, and they put it on camera and everything. Right, if you see his hand right there, he's pulling out and he's putting it right under the jacket, just in case niggas want to get crazy.
That's crazy. It was a different time.
Look. Focus on it. Up. Put it right under the jacket, real quick.
Lions, this shit's mean. Watch what's going on. All right. Charlie Clip, baby, it's on you. Still round one. I need to hear it.
Yo, please. Hey, you. Listen. Yo. My name Charlie Clips. Every bar is piff. That mean it's very potent. So don't bite my lines or recite my rhymes. Look like you don't do no heavy smoking. I spit that good shit that get in your lungs, have you doing heavy choking. Bag your baby mom, do some heavy stroking. Skeet on her buns, rub it in like Kerry lotion. He come home like, hi honey, put his face in her butt. Nasty nigga, look around you. We all raping your slut. You get a Louis, you get a Prada. You be lacing her up. Your pop shoulda never bust you. You a waste of a nut. You think you crazy with the bars. You really ain't, I see. He trying to make me think he's sick. I know he not. He like Magic with the HIV. The shotty, I'll remove his whole body. His man like, nah, that ain't my G. Cause at the funeral, it's no arms and no legs. Just his face inside a box like a state ID. He's a saint, but I'm the one throwing bullets like Drew Brees. How he survived in jail, well, just look at his two knees. So much snow on my strip, just to get to your whip, you gonna need a few skis. When he see his connect, he like them locks they sell in the corner store. You know they don't give you more than 2 keys. So nigga, please, I don't want to hear how you sitting in drops. You soldier boy ass nigga. You don't listen to Pop. Pop Mop maintenance man. He was gripping the mop. Hit the shelf. Macaroni fell. He had to pick up the box. Manager said, yo, you got a future. Then he switched you to stock. You think $750 an hour is really getting a lot? Rock, what you gonna think when I come through with the glistening watch? And you can send your goons to rob me, I be getting them shot. My 2 heaters, I turn your whole crew into new sneakers, have them stiff in the box. I'm a pimp, I leave these hoes with a limp, cause I be ripping they twat. He's a rapist, type to get butt naked, then get kicked in the crotch. And y'all think when he's spitting is hot, this nigga a flop. He's so sweet, so when I shoot him, I'ma call that an insulin shot. My gun got an attitude problem, Tay, so you don't want to see my mag spaz, because I put you at the bottom of the ocean where you belong with your crab ass. I'm going to get the last laugh, because he piping niggas with his fag ass. He don't bag mothers. He like the city in Iraq. He bagged dads. Yeah, hold on.
They try to cut my man off. They cut my man off, man.
Hey, I remember clips is round from somewhere. I don't think I had ever heard
you probably saw it on a TikTok reel or a YouTube reel, because they're all over the place.
Okay.
So that's probably where you saw it, because I think in the second verse or the third, he says like an iconic bar towards Tay-Rod. So that's probably where you heard it from.
Okay, yeah, because when he got to the Carrie Lotion part, I was like, okay, yeah, I heard it.
That's my nigga.
Hold on. Hey, back to live action. We got a lot more to go. Round 2. I need to hear. Hold on, I need to hear it. Please, every bar. Say rockets on you, big baby. Lions Den.
Look, he ain't stealing the show, because I'm the showstopper. I pop off, he all talk like a soap opera. He ice cold, I make him melt cause my flow hotter. He wouldn't be ballin' if he was a fucking Harlem Globetrotter. I stack dope proper, stay in your little lane. Before I grow this nigga, gasoline in a little flame. Just for ending this nigga, I'll take the little blame. The Glock is my baby, I make him kiss it like Lil Wayne. What a shame, I eat him, he gon' go complain. I leave him like a total car with a broken frame. You nobody to me. That mean yo a lame. My name ring bells like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. It's not a game like Nana said. Clips gon' get 8 to the battery on the camera dead. Talk, I cop back the spark with the hammer leg. His eyes will pop out like the shark with the hammerhead. I can't stand the feds, I put that on Big L. Me versus you means you gonna take a big L. I'm sitting on him. What is that big smell? Only time he move waters with a bucket and big well. I got him now, box him in like a rectangle. You try and box rock, I'ma let that tech tangle. Hit you all in your neck, watch your shit dangle. Bullets make him magically levitate. He Chris Angel. I'ma put him on to something, here's a fact for guys. You got me in Harlem, hope I don't make it back to ride, cause I'ma come back guys. Put him in that pet cemetery as another cat that died. If you scared nigga, stay in your home. I stay with the chrome. Liquor got Tay in the zone. Nigga, I gun butt him, get the break in his bone. I hit him with that razor edge like Razor Ramon. Shorty, I been a soldier, the 38 Smith and holder. I'm smooth in a rover, the wrist is colder than Minnesota. And make these niggas want mug like a pencil holder sitting on the teacher's desk. Stop, he's a mess. He's the best? What the fuck y'all told this artist? This nigga scraps off my dinner plate. I know you're garbage. My pump still got a barrel like a Polish sausage. I make you dive off a cliff like Pocahontas.
Boy, I ain't heard a J Arms drop in for fucking ever, nigga. Arms. That shit was wild. I ain't heard that shit since my stealing instrumentals off Crosswire days, man.
Oh shit.
That was wild.
This is like one of my favorite battles to watch because I know who the fuck they are now, and just to see the progression, it's just fucking amazing to watch.
Hell yeah, them is two legends in the motherfucker. At that point, them was legends in the making. Them niggas are legends right now.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Hell yeah.
Yo, that's some bullshit, bro. I just checked an alarm on my phone. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a phone call after this. I definitely have to make a phone call after this. My car payment took out twice.
Oh, what the fuck?
So now I'm negative like $150 in my account.
Oh wow.
Hold on.
See.
Yeah, I gotta make a call later. But yeah, now this right here, bro, is I think this is what hip hop is about. You see, these niggas are not fighting at each other, not really mad at each other. You can see a bunch of times when Tay-Rock is spitting, Charlie Clips is like really feeling what he's saying. He's going with it. And same thing with Tay-Rock. That's what it's about. It doesn't matter what I'm saying to you, bro. Like we're gonna kill each other when it comes to lyrical. Like if I'm battling you, if Ray is battling KINGDOTTA, I'm not gonna like you until the battle is done. After the battle is done, you my nigga again. Yo, let's go eat, let's go whatever. But in the battle, don't fucking talk to me. You are a piece of shit. I don't fucking like you. Get the fuck out my face, because I can't come in there with a mentality of that's my man. Like, no, this is my victim. I need to kill this nigga. And then when it's all said and done, nah, y'all niggas touch KINGDOTTA, I'ma fuck you up. That's my man.
It's like boxing. Like them two niggas, like just because niggas is in the boxing ring trying to knock each other the fuck out, don't mean they mad or hate each other. They coming to do their job.
They have to understand promo is promo. So you're gonna see them on social media talking shit. You're gonna see that's promoting what they're about to do. That doesn't mean they really hate each other, bro. Like that's promo.
If they was all the way leading up to the battle was just team training together and hugging and chilling, they go, I don't want to see this soft ass fight.
Exactly. But then now we're going to judge it by who is truly the best. Once we start taking all that imagination that these niggas really hate each other, once we start taking that out of the equation, now we can now focus on, all right, let's see who lyrically is the best now.
Right.
Because then no one's going to have their opinion. No one's going to have an opinion on it. Everybody's going to be like, all right, well, these guys are just, obviously they're friends. This is just promotion. This is entertainment. This is what they're getting paid to fucking do. They're getting paid to entertain us.
Real shit.
By our liking it and our subscribing to it and our sharing it, we're helping them get the bag. That's how in a perfect world, that's how it's supposed to be ran. Take this as entertainment. So when you see KINGDOTTA going at somebody, when you see KINGDOTTA going out there and starting beef with people, when you see KINGDOTTA do all this, it's not intended to be in malice. It's for the culture. It's for lyrical battle. It's for you claim to be the best. Show me that you're the best. Then it's about competition. It's not about any other goofy ass shit motherfuckers want to bring up, and it pisses me off about it. And that's what pisses me off about it. Like, y'all crucifying Dotta for all this shit, but he's following the code. How are you crucifying him when he's following the code?
That's real shit.
Just because other motherfuckers don't like that he does it, just because people want to call it clout chasing. No, I mean, it's a form of clout chasing, yes. Let's not be ignorant about it, but it's for the better good of hip-hop. It's not for what people clout chase to do. People clout chase to get the bag and be selfish and focus on themselves. when KINGDOTTA is calling somebody out, it's pretty much in layman's terms, yo, nigga, let's come get this bag real quick. Fuck you. You're garbage, you're trash, I don't like you. You're a piece of shit. Let's get this bag.
Let's put some eyes
Once
on
you
it.
get once you get the bag, we good, baby. Let's feature, let's do this, let's do that. Let's work together. Let's make a project. Let's go get the bag again. But this time, let's do it on the positive tip. That's the way I see it when you go at anybody. So when people come at me and say, I can't believe that you support DOTTA, I can't believe this, I can't believe that, and I was like, what is there not to believe? What
they don't get it. They really just don't get it. Like, still people be like, I can't believe that it's crazy you and Ren are cool. I'm like, man, Ren, get what we were doing. Like, we understood the point of it.
Ren understood the assignment. The minute his name was brought up, he understood the assignment and he did it. And the way Ren ended it, this is the thing. It happens in hip hop, right, bro? It does happen in battle rap, but it's not viewed. No one sees that it happens. We know it happened because we're really into the culture of it. But people that see their favorite artists go at it, they don't know because they don't know. They don't see it. So when they see you coming out of nowhere saying, fuck this guy, fuck this guy, fuck this guy, see it like the way those people see it. They're going to see it like, why the fuck are you attacking him out of nowhere? They don't understand the culture. They don't understand that this is how niggas out there was testing each other's pen for real when it came to this lyrical shit. Now, this wasn't just because you don't like a person's views. Yeah, you may not like a person's views, but instead of KINGDOTTA knocking on somebody's door and knocking their head off with a fucking bat, he decided to pick up a fucking pen and write about what he doesn't, what he believes this person is, or what believe this person is. At the end of the day, KINGDOTTA is always going to feel in his head, and I don't mean to talk for you, but I believe this is how you are portraying it. You're portraying it in the sense of, let's do something for the culture instead of let's just do something just for me.
Thanks. That's why I like when everybody gets included. That's why I said I don't care. I do not care who thinks who wins as long as people are watching the battle.
Exactly. And you know what crazy? That's only important to the consumer. People don't know that. Battle rap, when two people are battling, the only person that's worried about who won the battle are the consumers. If both battles are respected and they respect each other and they're going at each other and they feel like they had a wonderful fucking battle with this person, it's a cultural win. It's not a personal win. So we won't care if you say, oh, this person won because this person did this. Y'all can have that debate in the comment section all day long. Have fun with it. But the rappers understood, yo, KINGDOTTA, you came with it. I came with it. I believe it was a great fucking battle. I believe this, that, and the third, whatever. Now you have those few occasions that are more brought into the light than anything else of the motherfuckers that really don't like each other. That, like, in real life and in battle rap, if they see each other, it's gonna be a fight. Like, these niggas really don't fuck with each other. You have those smaller situations, but people think that that's all that rap is about now because they see that. And it's just one case out of, let's just put it like this. 1 out of 100 battle rappers are going to actually go at somebody and do some bullshit to disrespect the culture and act like a fool on screen. 1 out of 500, what did I say, 500? 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5 battle rappers are that way. But of course, you're going to get more promo with the bigger drama and the bigger bullshit, and the more negative you put out, you're going to get more eyes on it because right now the culture only looks for the negativity. They don't look for the positivity. So for people to hate on KINGDOTTA for playing the cards that he's dealt is bullshit. That's the cards that you're dealt with. Promo by any means necessary. Take whatever avenue you need to take. But KINGDOTTA is always doing it with a better good. He's not now. If you were a type of dude that was clout chasing to just clout chase, just for fuck shit, then I won't be defending you and fuck that.
Yeah, I challenge the ones who I feel like will take up the challenge. That's
Right.
why you not go. That's why you not gonna see me out here gratuitously just like this and niggas is on the charts and niggas are like that's just it's just random shit to me. Like I want to battle somebody who's going. When you get to the basketball court, you want to call out somebody who's gonna check up. Like shit, I don't want to. It's cool to be out
Facts.
there shooting around all the time. It's cool, but sometimes you want to get out there and cross somebody over.
Sometimes you want that competition. That competition is everything, especially when you're trying to be the best at what you're doing. You need that competition in order for you to strive. Because then what you're gonna have a bunch of yes men around you saying that everything you do is perfect, and you don't think there's nobody else better than you. That's how you start to become having a complex and thinking that you're better than people by having a whole bunch of yes men around you. But if you go at somebody they in your heart is lyrically a challenge to you, and you go at them out of good faith, hey, let's go at this. Because niggas ain't not gonna listen to you if you hit him if you put a post saying, this is KINGDOTTA, and I would love to see if this person wants to have a battle competition with me. Niggas is not gonna listen to you, so you're gonna have to come with some fuck shit. You're gonna have to come with some drama. You're gonna have to come with some bullshit. That's just the game of the sport of promotion. If you don't have that, it's not gonna be viewed, and it's not gonna be seen as something lyrically amazing. So you gotta do what you gotta do. I respect it with the intent that a rapper has it in the long run. At the end of it, what is your intent? The action, yeah, it's up and down for people, but forget about the action. What's the intent of your action? What are you trying to solve with this? And once I figure out what the person is trying to solve, I'm with you then, because you're doing this for the better of hip hop. You're doing this for the better of yourself, and you're showing homage and you're paying respect to the person that you're battling, because you're not gonna just pick. You're not just gonna go pick on somebody that is an okay rapper to you.
Right.
So it's a lot more than what people think.
Yeah, it ain't no fun in that. It's when just like with any other sport, any other competition, do you feel honored as somebody who cares about your craft and what you do? You will feel honored that somebody that you see as, or even somebody that everybody else sees as great, sees you as viable competition. It's a dope ass energy,
And it's the highest compliment that you could give another MC. That's the way we see it. Because, like I said, I found out not a lot of people know what battle rap really is. A lot of people don't really are into it. A lot of people that I thought that knew about battle rap didn't know about battle rap, and I'm just like, how don't you? That's the biggest part of hip hop. How don't you know about battle rap? That's crazy to me.
Most of the biggest cultural shifts in hip hop happen around a beat, a battle.
That's a fact.
We just seen it with the Drake Kendrick shit. We seen it with the motherfucking Pac and Biggie shit, with the Jay and Nas shit.
Jay and Nas, Ice Cube, and the whole
NWA.
The whole NWA killing 4 niggas in one time.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, dog. If you're not cultural, then just say you're not cultural, and you don't really know. But I do see it in their point. They see it as music, free expression. I'm going to go listen to this guy. And then when they see somebody attack them, not knowing about the culture, they're going to feel violated, and they're going to feel like, yo, I really fuck with this dude. Why are you going at him like this?
Yeah.
And then they're going to feel away. I could see it in that point too. But the way I see it is don't assume something without having a full 100% fact. There's a reason why he's doing it. Now, your job as a consumer is to find out the reason why he went at him the way he went at him. And then once you start teaching yourself about the culture of hip hop and understand how big battle rap really is a part of it, then you're going to understand, oh, now I know why KINGDOTTA did it. And you're not going to go in the comment and say some stupid shit. You're not gonna go in the
but
comment and talk out your ass.
I still got them. I still get them comments on a daily basis. You want to know what my?
I still get that shit, and I had nothing to do with it.
Hey, one of the biggest things, like, there's been a complete misconception that I see all the time. I got tired of correcting people. They keep saying I just ran out of nowhere. Like, no, we both agreed to battle before any dissing happened. Like, the one I didn't sneak attack Ran. I didn't throw shots at Ran on anything. I didn't drop any track about or mentioning him until we agreed to battle. And it was the one track, and I was the one and done. But a lot of people
and I could say, I as a lover of hip hop and a lover of battle rap, out of everybody that you battled, I enjoyed yours and Ren the most, because I saw it was a pure battle rap situation. It wasn't no bullshit behind it. It wasn't nothing. It was straight. He went at you, you went at him, or you went at him, he went at you, and it was a good battle. He showed you your respects, you showed him his respect, and y'all walked your own ways and did what y'all did. And that to me is the definition. People need to start looking at that as that is what battle rap really is. It's not what you guys think it is. You guys get too emotionally involved into it, and you think that, oh my God, I have to go save this person by saying some crazy shit without knowing what's actually happening. People are taking the misconception of battle rap, and I don't want. You know me, bro. I don't like to be in the middle of drama or bullshit or anything like that.
Yeah.
I say if you're gonna talk shit about me on camera, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate that. That's what I say. People are liars. They say there's nothing like free. Free promo is the best thing if you're in this type of industry, bro. Free promo is the best. So go ahead and take all the shit that you want to talk. Now, if I said something, and this goes out to anybody out there, if I've ever said something that you feel like it's crazy for my opinion, then you need to reevaluate yourself and understand that I'm telling my opinion because I busted my ass to grow my platform to talk about my opinion.
Right.
I'm not in the comment section just saying my opinion. I'm over here and I'm doing things on YouTube that it shows everything that I say that I'm backing the fuck up. So if there's anything that's been said, you could say whatever you want. It was bothering me in the beginning because I was learning about this shit. But once I started getting bigger and bigger, I started finding out, I don't want to waste my time with that. That to me is a big waste of time. I'm more productive if I'm working in this studio and doing shit than in my phone seeing what somebody said about me. So it's one of those things. But if somebody wants to have a debate about a subject, and I feel comfortable, because I'm not going to get in a debate with anybody if I don't have all the information to back up my claim. Right. So I'm not going to be dumb about it. I'm not going to jump on a situation like, let's say Glorilla. Let's say she's going to battle Nicki Minaj. Well, I'm not going to really get in that debate because I don't know a lot about her, and I don't know a lot about Nicki Minaj like that either. Yeah. I know more about Nicki Minaj than I know about the other girl, but I don't have a full picture of the whole situation, so I don't have nobody in that battle. It's hard for me because I don't have all the equations. I don't have all the equations to come up with an accurate idea of both people. Once I have that full conception of, okay, this person's this way, this person's that way, this is what they believe, this is what they believe, now I can go into a battle and say, okay, I can unbiasedly say now KINGDOTTA won. I can honestly say now KINGDOTTA won because of all the factors of when listening to somebody go at somebody else. That's just how my brain works. And I understand that a lot, like the way I think, 90% of the people in the world don't think that way when it comes to this subject. It doesn't. So that's why pick your battles. And if you're going to come at somebody in a comment or anything, you have to have the facts, not only to come up on screen and say your shit, because let's keep this fair, let's keep this face to face, and let's stop this comment shit. Let's go up live. I'll send you the link and we'll debate this face to face. But if I don't feel comfortable or have all the equations correct in my brain to have a debate with you, I'm not going to be dumb and make myself look stupid and sit there. In return, I'm not going to go and comment on something I have no fucking business commenting on.
Real shit.
Because I don't have the full effect. I don't have the full equation in my brain. So I'm not going to go comment on it. So I'm going to keep my own personal views to myself until I have everything. Once I have everything, and it's clear as day to me, now I can give you my pure judgment on how that person did on that battle or anything. The way my wife gets pissed at me because she says the way I think is too in debt when it comes to music. She was like, you use a lot of your time thinking way more into it than you're supposed to. And I said, but at the same time, I'm some sort of an influencer as well. So everything I say, I have to back up.
Facts.
Everything I say, people are gonna hold me accountable for the words that I say in these things. So when I say what I say, and it's easier to be 100% of who you are. That's why I say it's bad for people to be fake. And because once you're in the eye of the consumer, you're in the public eye, you have to back up all the fake shit you say.
Real shit.
And that's how you start looking crazy out here. So as long as I'm okay with who I am and 100% of who I am, I'm going to go at everything and I'm going to break it down to a point where, yeah, it might take me an hour and two to read up and listen to everything that has to do with it. But I need all the marbles in order to come out with a proper response of what I think of it. That's why right now I'm listening to more political shit. I'm listening to more religious shit because my brain has to be open-minded to the type of people that I'm going to be interacting with on YouTube. I have to. Because if you come and ask me a question, I don't know what your political views are, but if you come and ask me a question politically, I have to know what the fuck I'm going to say to back up my claim and what I believe in. Because I don't know how prepared you are, but if I don't feel comfortable, if I don't feel prepared, I'm not going to do it. It's just dumb to do that. And shit like that. But that's how I go at everything, especially when it comes to battle rap.
Yeah, you got to be able to be discerning with your shit, and you see with me and like with battle rap, like I will have favorites in battle, but I also understand that just because somebody is my favorite doesn't mean that they're gonna win.
Right.
And a lot of people be having it like, nah, that's my favorite, you won, and I'm like, that takes away from the work that both of them put in.
Right.
And, I don't know.
We getting too deep, man. We getting too deep. That's the fucking problem. We getting too deep, man. It's 6, bro. I don't want to do this. I really don't, because we having such a good fucking combo, bro. But I got to get started on these reactions, and I got to get all that shit done. I still got to edit the story time with Ray, so I'm about to.
Hell yeah. Hey, I appreciate you, man, for having me up here, being able to have this motherfucking much needed conversation about music. Right. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody who's shown love, who don't know. I can't check anything. If y'all sent anything, I have no idea yet, because I don't know what happened if I push this back button on this motherfucker.
They'll probably turn everything the fuck off.
Yeah, so I've just been chilling. So everybody who has, thank y'all. I love y'all. Yeah, man.
Beautiful. Guys, and like I said, man, all donos that you guys sent to my man KINGDOTTA is much appreciative. This is the whole point of having this type of community, is being able to come up here, have real good conversations. As you could tell, me and Dotta really didn't agree on a lot of things that we talked about today. We really didn't, but this is how you're supposed to have this type of conversation. No judgment, no arguing, no fighting, no disrespectful shit. Just
It's
actually
still
having
love.
a real conversation about hip hop and about certain situations that's going on right now in the culture. And this is something that I believe needs to happen more with a lot of other people and a lot of other people's pages. And when I talk about those, I'm talking about these reactors that have these big, huge fucking pages that got millions and millions of followers, because those are the ones that are leading this shit right now. Those are the ones that got the people's eyes, and those are the ones that got the people's attention. So I believe if a lot of these bigger reaction channels or bigger channels for the culture period start actually doing more of these type of conversations, I think hip hop will be in good shape, and I think we could get a lot more creative work from a lot more artists. If we know, yo, this is not we may talk violent, but we're talking about what we've seen, our experiences in life. That's what these guys are talking about. They only can talk about what they witnessed and what they've seen. And if that's what they've seen and that's what they witnessed, what else do you want them to talk about? Because if they talk about anything besides what they've seen, is going to be a lie. They're going to be fake, and they're not going to be real to themselves. So having these type of conversations about hip hop and having these type of conversations with other artists, especially a rapper like KINGDOTTA in this type of culture, is very important, because if a kid runs into this live that sees this and we say something to change his mind on a lot of things, then me and Dotta did our fucking job. Me and Dotta did what we were supposed to do, and that's try to show these young kids they're the ones that are leading hip hop right now. They're the ones that are the voice of hip hop right now. If we could just show them what this really is about, then we did our fucking job, and everything would be beautiful.
Real shit. That's real shit.
Facts.
Keep hip hop alive, baby.
That's a fact. We have to keep hip hop alive, man. If we don't, who will?
Facts. Facts.
All
Love
right,
y'all,
everybody,
man.
man. I love all of you guys, man. Thank you guys so much. Tomorrow we're going live again, 9:30 on this channel, and we're gonna do Upchurch's new Turbulence album, a live album review. And then we got Friday, we're going live to do the XG. We're gonna finish the docu-series for XG. We're gonna finish that up on Friday. And then you'll have story time with Ray, some videos tonight. Look, my computer, and I want to say this because this shit is really starting to piss me off. For some reason, every time, I don't know if this is happening to you, KINGDOTTA, but when I load up my videos, it's telling me like it's gonna be 2 hours before it loads up.
Oh shit, my lives take like 3 days to load.
3 days?
Yeah, my shit will be, my notification will be up in that motherfucker. It say upload for like 3 days.
So it's a YouTube thing then?
Yeah.
Every reaction that I put up, the highest that it'll be is 45 minutes to load. That'll be the highest it'll go, 45 minutes. And then in the middle of it, because the way I do mine is I react to something, I upload it, I do the description, I do the thumbnail, and then I let it load, and then I jump on the next reaction. And then I just keep on loading them up back to back. As soon as I'm done, I'm loading them up. So, and it usually will take me an hour and a half to do all my videos. My videos are starting to finish up the next day in the morning. So I'm forced to push my videos and publish them in the morning instead of all of them at night, like I usually do. And it's like really fucking me up right now. So like today, for example, I don't have to do videos after this if I don't want to, because I just posted 3 videos this morning. But then tomorrow is gonna be the same bullshit. So now I gotta do it tonight, stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning, wait until all of them are actually in the loading process, and then I'll be able to go inside and go to sleep. And it's like it just happened out of fucking nowhere, bro, because it never used to be that way.
Yeah, YouTube is fucking tripping. My shit bad, yeah. But
fuck the biggest. All right, my brother. Love. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. I got videos to do. I love all of you for coming through, and I appreciate all the support that you guys giving my brother King Dotta, man. King Dotta, you already know, bro. This is your
Thank
home.
y'all. Love
You got
y'all.
the keys. You can come here whenever the fuck you want, bro. You just let me know.
Bet that. Thank you, man. Thank you for having me, man. Real shit.
You already know, bro. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Peace.